Well, hello. Ah, here we go. Ah, now I'm in. Come on, game. Come on. Come on, be there we uh, there we go. Oh, I got so much junk.
In the trunk?
Yeah. Almost like a truck. Guys, like what? What? All night long.
Why do people join just when I'm in a gyrocopter in midair and can't send out invites? Stupid auger.
You see. Oh.
Just realised if I build a base out over on this island with a runway and everything to land on, that's going to mean everybody basically has to learn how to fly gyrocopters. We need Sothan to make us like 20 of the fucking thing.
I'll take it. Personal gyrocopter. Sounds like a dream.
I mean, it sort of makes an island that is only accessible to the people that can drive gyrocopters.
Perfect.
Actually, I think somebody's driven to this island previously.
Yeah, I think you can get direct there, yeah.
Probably faster.
I will say, for a flying object, gyrocopters are pretty slow.
I think it might have been you who did that.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be so foolish.
You know. Jump into a truck, just drive underwater. Pretty simple.
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 Gyrocopters are pitifully slow, aren't they?
Yeah, but at least you don't have to worry about terrain.
True.
Ah, who's that annoying a gyrocopter?
Are you following me for?
Coming straight at me, so yeah. Don't think it's following anymore.
You're behind me on my screen. Is it doing it again?
Oh, I might just be behind you and catching up then.
Holy fuck, I was going for a nice clean landing. It turns out the island's absolutely full of trees.
I can see that, yeah. Ah, I'm landing in the water. I've landed in the water.
I can hear zombies. I've broke my leg. I can't see for trees.
Ah, I hate gyrocopters.
Can't see the forest for the trees.
I'm gonna get... Okay, I broke my leg twice.
On your knees.
Yeah, I literally couldn't see the island for the trees then. I've smashed the gyrocopter into the ground, started getting attacked by a zombie. Are you the same, Auger?
Nah, I've landed the gyrocopter, I just can't pick it up now. Because there's so much trees! Can't see shit! Can only see the icon. Okay, there you go. Stream is playing Among Us! What a nerd.
Right, let's... Well, chop down every single tree.
I honestly couldn't tell if there was someone else on this island right now. Even if they were standing right next to me.
I can hear your trees falling in the background.
But a lot of those things on the island, so should have a very good resource for wood.
Yeah. Come on, Auger, we can get all these... I like how you can't even see the trunk of the tree on this island. The trunk of the tree is buried by the leaves of the one next to it.
Yeah, it's like the shit trees that occupy like half a world when they're in their youngest stage and then grow out and don't anymore.
It's spending most of my time trying to dig out the gyrocopter that I landed in.
Can't wait for us to finish chopping down the trees and you still not being able to see me because the save shit.
Probably.
Send me an invite.
Oh yeah. Invites out. Oh shit.
What the fuck
Did
are
you
you
hear that?
hitting?
Gyrocopter.
Oh. Thought you were cutting a metal tree.
Well, I found the gyrocopter at least. Unfortunately,
yeah,
somebody's been hitting it with an axe. That's a fucking thing.
Who would do such a thing?
Look at the gear in Burning Crusade. Do you know why I always say, Augur, about
What the fuck?
the Burning Crusade design just looks like shit. Look at the land as well. Like, there's no detail in the world or anything. And then look at the gear.
That set Tandir is wearing is fucking shit. Like the one the human.
The both.
At least, I mean, at least the what the fuck is that? The elf. At least he's got like one or two pieces that look good. The human just looks like a fat ogre.
Hello.
Hi, Dexlog.
Hello.
It's like a samurai 2 years after quarantine.
I like how the only way to tell where these zombies are is to get hit by them. You don't happen to have a splint on you, do you, Augur?
Got him. I do not. What the gyrocopter do? That helps.
What, fly back and get me a splint?
You can play so bad.
Whoa. I would fly the gyrocopter back, but someone's hit it with a fucking axe.
Is that after you crash into an island or before it?
Yeah, someone's crashed into an island and hit it with an axe.
No.
Are you breaking other vehicles?
No, well, we flew over to the new island, and I was just coming in for a nice smooth landing, and then found out it was absolutely rammed with trees, and just clattered into all the trees and fell into the. And in an attempt to cut the trees down to get to the gyrocopter, I hit it 2 heavy swings with an axe, and now the gyrocopter's full.
I've got the repair kit if you want.
Yeah, I've got some. Big nerd.
Don't have like a million in the bank. It's
Yeah. Got 22 in my pockets as well.
Yeah, I have multiple as well, but they wouldn't give you more than one.
Can't repair legs though.
Yeah, well, you can try. This screw really isn't coming off, huh? Fucking
This-
new screw. Yeah.
You're a screw.
Oh, screw you.
Hagu, you fucking got him back.
It's one of them nights in it, I think. Hopefully not like the last night we played though. Let's actually make some progress in 7 days today.
Speak
Oh,
for
okay.
yourselves.
sound like a thing you'd do.
What the foreign language is that?
Hello.
Hello!
Oh, hi
Hello.
Shrek.
Hi, Shrek.
Oh, hi Shrek.
That's the best greeting I've ever got.
Let's just cut this tree down so we can actually talk in Discord without the deafening sound of trees falling, just rubbing out any conversation.
Oh
Bravo.
shit, I forgot to... Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Gonna log out real quick. Got a Windows update to do.
Yeah.
I think it's what's been lagging my shit, because like getting over it was running at 20 frames and now this is running at 3. which is one frame lower than usual.
Alright, see you in 2 hours, Augur.
See
It's a
ya.
6.9 gig one.
Imagine.
I'm joking.
I don't have that many giga free.
I don't have that many giga. And then he's gone. Fuck that guy. I mean, no, what's the phrase? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's right.
So are we completely ready for a blood moon on the pyramid?
We just need some spikes on the damaged side, but besides that, yeah, we're all good.
Good shit. I guess that's just a case of making iron, forged iron.
You know,
Cool.
Which isn't an issue.
Oh, and then whatever spinny blades or whatever
I've
changes
got
we
a
want
lot.
to make. See, that sounds good. Do with a system where if one spinny blade breaks, just put another one in and just let it just keep churning.
Okay, so in between playing this and playing Minecraft and playing Fallout, I am all kinds of fucked up with buttons. I'm like right clicking to activate things, I'm hitting E or tab, and it's just a mess.
You wait till you go back to Sea of Thieves and you have to press F to use things.
Oh god.
That's going to throw us.
Oh jeez, and I'm making beds when I don't need them. Fuck.
The number of times I've punched Mina's boxes and going to open them after playing Minecraft.
Luckily, she's not very protective over her boxes.
That's why I got to repair them quick.
I like just how far off the rails 7 Days went last time we played, where it was the climax was a shootout inside the inventory room, and Mina was involved.
And she blew up the army truck.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. Right, I'm never coming home.
It's so much nicer now that you don't have to dodge a car to get inside.
Yeah, but do we want nice and easy?
Oh, are you talking about the fact that Sothan's not playing right now?
Big camouflage Sothan packed out there with his 6 wheels thinking he's better than us.
I mean, he's got 6 wheels, he probably is.
Just,
I mean, the amount of times he's tried to drive every vehicle into the house, he usually was blocking something.
that's a good point, actually. Not only was Mina, who was usually incredibly protective over the inventory system, smashing up the inventory system, but also Sothan, who's terrified that anybody damages a vehicle, was trying to ram it into a 1x2 brick wall.
Nerd.
Yeah, you're right.
Ew, pee-pee water.
I forgot that the sign got changed to Mina Murder.
That's what she did to that couch.
In fairness to Mina, the couch was mine. She just
Whoa.
distracted you all long enough that I could destroy the couch.
I thought you were going to say the couch started it then.
The couch just wandered in here, giving it all that, you know what I mean? It's asking for it, mate. I think I'm actually going to do that thing on this island. I'm going for a flat top. So basically, that's why not only do we not like him anymore, but we're also pretty suspicious of Romanians. Who just joined? Oh, hello, Augur.
What are you talking about?
There, nothing?
We're talking about how Romanian people are bitches.
Oh, yeah, totally. The worst, jeez.
Transition there. You were in the middle of one sentence and just went straight to that. Brilliant.
You should mean Moldavians, though. Fucking Christ.
Whoa, Moldovans, I think you'll find.
They're like the Eastern European Tongans.
You won't find any of them outside bars.
Outside bars, did you just say?
Yeah, bars.
What, as in they're all drunk or they're all in prison?
Both.
The entirety of
It was drunk originally. I mean, the second one applies.
We're all just in the drunk tank.
No, but honestly, like a Moldavian will kill you with his drink if you drink against one.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought, does it kill you with his drinking? What kind of warfare is that? You mean don't try to outdrink someone from Moldova?
Yeah,
Probably just play shot for shot.
pretty sure they drink more than like Russians. And
I like how
stronger.
when Augur joined, I thought I'd make a joke about racially profiling the country he's from, and then Augur just responded by racially profiling 2 or 3 countries.
You think we're bad?
I, to be fair, right? So I should clarify that I mean Moldavians from Romania, because like there's
What?
Moldavians in Moldavia and there's Moldavians in Romania.
Hang on a minute, let me just try and work this out.
We've got a region of Romania called Moldavia as well.
Oh,
So like half of Moldavia is the Republic and half of Moldavia is just a region of Romania.
I see. Yeah, we've got a county in England called Scotland.
I was complaining to
Oh, isn't that North England?
Hardly the bikes work underwater.
Fuck you.
North England, fucking hell. I don't think either of us want that. Thank you very much.
You know, it's gotta be crazy to think though. Like some people, like say people from Yugoslavia, right? Like they have their own home nationality. It's like, oh well, where are you from? What's your ethnicity? And it's like, well, it doesn't exist anymore. But
Yeah, I was born in a country that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, Crisis is literally that. He went to bed in one country and woke up in a completely different one.
it's so strange.
I say completely different, but still.
Fucking sleepwalking.
Fucking hell.
We went to bed with the citizenship one night and woke up without.
That was true, yeah. We went to bed with a future and woke up with a different one.
What is this? It's my bed.
I should say owned by you or whatever.
I just picked it up.
We can't pick up other people's.
Either yours or no one's.
Oh, you can't pick up other people's?
No.
Oh, I was scared that I picked someone else up. Well,
Well, have you got a bedroll on the map now?
I already placed it down.
Okay, that's a yes then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take off this top layer, Augur. We're going to flatten it out nice and smooth.
Can I get a party invite, please?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, that reminds
Me
me.
too,
Thank
please.
you.
Everybody, party invites out.
I already got one. Go away.
I've
Eric
sent you
doesn't
a
like us.
five, so- What have we done wrong, Eric? Don't answer that.
Oh, oof.
Got work to do.
Let me open up a text file. This file can't load any characters.
Question is, what did I do right?
Asking the real questions.
That sounds like a line from a movie trailer. That question is. I've immediately gone dizzy digging this fucking island. If we build on the seafloor, at the bottom of our ladder, if we build a cage similar to the one on the top of the pyramid, do you think it'd let water?
A cage?
I mean, I don't think
No
any
idea
of us are
what-
qualified to.
Like
I don't know
it
what
in there.
it should.
mechanics are in this.
That's what I'm going to say. It's depending on whether or not 7 Days is a good video game or not. So
I mean, yeah, you've seen its water physics, Subway.
that's true.
I'm gonna head over to the island. Do you guys want me to bring it then?
A splint koala would be very nice.
Okay.
Desperately. I may have crash landed on the island when I got here because it was full of trees that nobody told me were planted there.
Need a
Well,
splint.
Last I
Very
checked,
probably.
our medic hasn't made many splints.
Sorry?
Last I checked, our medic hasn't made any splints.
True. Well, he didn't expect to. How can I make this not my fault? He
To
didn't.
be fair, anyone can make splints.
Yeah, you're right,
Any
Org.
other requests?
That being said, Stubble's still a bitch. Don't.
I think we should be alright, Koala.
Stubbler needs a
Org, do you need
splint. Fucking get a load of Sam Fisher over here.
No.
Ooh. How do you make clay soil? Do you need a forge or some shit?
Play
you make-
soil.
Dirt? Oh, ignore me.
I think you'll find if you have some already.
No, it's just
Maybe
clay
sugar.
there. No clay soil, let's say.
We've got a load of clay soil in the chest here.
Yeah, we're getting it by the thousands. It was dirt. I confused clay soil with dirt.
Okay.
But thank you. I think what I'm planning on making on this island once we've leveled it is a little runway with some like lights and stuff, and then feed it into our new house.
Our new house should be a little hole in the ground for each of us.
Yes,
And we're just going to live in foxholes.
yes. I mean, for the most part, I'm probably going to be spending more time building a little airstrip instead of a blood moon defense system. What I was going to say is, if it is airtight, a cage, then we could probably shoot out of it. And if we can shoot out of it, how about we build one of those at the bottom and then just fill it with just surround it with iron spikes on the bottom, and then they'll walk so fucking slowly through it because they do walk a bit slower underwater, right? Did you work that out the other day, Olga?
I think they did, yeah. You're doing that to them.
No, I just wanted to test something. So yeah, if they do walk slower underwater, then we can just surround it with spikes and sit down there and shoot as they extremely slowly traverse towards us.
Don't think it's that extreme. I think it's just a bit slower. We can test it on a zombie spawns.
Hmm.
I don't remember shit from last time.
That's because I don't think we did shit last time.
Yeah, well, other than, flow some water up a hill upwards.
That's true. I mean, that's basically all we did last time, right? Was just dig a ladder down to the bottom of the ocean, and then that's it.
Well, we went to Dix as well.
We did go to Dick's, yeah, and Munch's carpet.
Yeah, Manchester Carpet was a good shop.
That was just a genuine laugh, sorry.
And we went to Dick's.
Wouldn't it be great if this game you could level the dirt without having bumps or
I know,
holes?
right?
That might be my my biggest gripe with this game is that it's how blocks work.
Yeah, just not clean enough, is it?
Yeah, it's always. I mean, I get that they're trying to make more realistic terrain, but just make them blocks like in Minecraft, okay?
Yeah.
Much better.
That's the thing. In Minecraft, it doesn't look very realistic, but at least once you start building something, it looks how you want it to look instead of some random crap shit.
Yeah. And terraforming is actually possible in Minecraft.
I like the idea of us come floating in on our gyrocopters to land on the new island, and all of a sudden we just get extreme turbulence once we hit the floor. Suthan does more tests than a lab rat, doesn't he?
Because he doesn't like an asshole.
Doesn't work.
Work at NASA.
Yeah, stupid Southern not working at NASA.
Hello.
Hello.
Does that mean
No, that was
Now, this is
Southern.
I'm tapping.
Oh, hi, Sothan.
Oh, where's the heels?
Hello.
Isn't he always tapping?
He's always tapping. He's always Sultan, and he's always tapping.
He is always Southern, actually. That's one thing I've noticed about him, knowing him all these years. It's like
That's amazing.
unrelenting amounts of Southern.
Yeah, he's always like, oh, look at me, I'm Sothan.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
thought he was in
kind of
Colin.
Oh God, could you just not be Sultan today? And he's just like, nope, I'm always Sultan.
It's like, can't you be fucking like Blade or like Chrisman or something?
Just relax. Sometimes it'd be raid day and I'd come home a bit late. I'd text Swifty and say, how Sothan is Sothan tonight? And he'd say 100%. I'd think, oh God, fucking damn it.
It's like I said, I'm closing Discord for them.
Yeah, I drove a bit slower on the way home those nights.
Ooh, another place called Eric's Stuff.
I love Sothan completely Sothan's like Chinese whispers, but with one person. Every time you put a bit of information out, he says he manages to find the exact opposite of what the truth is.
I hate how accurate that actually is.
It's true.
It
Like
is.
earlier, I spent all morning talking about how my significant other was ill, and she's ill like this. She's got these symptoms. I'm taking her. I'm picking her up. And then Sothan says, I've read back, and it seems Stubler has an ear infection. Sorry to hear that, Stubler. I opened Discord and thought, oh, somebody else can correct that, and went back to doing what I was doing.
I'll be honest, I thought the same thing myself. I thought it was
So
you
did
who had
I.
it.
Did you really?
Yeah, and then, yeah. I mean, like, I read it first thing as I woke up, just as my coffee was brewing, so I just had no mental capacity to figure anything out.
I guess what you two didn't do, however, was express it to the group in the form of helpful information.
Yes. We didn't
Incorrect.
fact check, so we weren't gonna just put it on blast.
I just checked out Discord and saw the Humber Bridge.
Absolutely.
Oh, everybody, Stubler has coronavirus.
I just thought
Oh,
you'd
no.
be confused because I thought that you'd gone to hospital for your ear infection. You had to wait outside.
Yeah.
It's
be honest-
a new way they practice at the hospital. All the patients they just sit outside, and people they get to sit in the wall. You don't want the healthy people to get more sick, right? How did
That's
you
true.
guys break the ocean?
Oh, the 7
Don't
days
ask.
of the broken ocean. I do like that idea though. It's like a drive-through hospital. You could call up, ask, tell us what you need looked at or what you need, and then you go park in a car park 14 miles away, and we'll come to you.
It's not too bad.
Are we leveling it
Oh,
to lower then?
This is just where I started. Oh,
Yeah,
splits.
but are we digging to more levels?
Oh yes, sorry, yeah. I see what you mean now. Thank you, Koala. You're a lifesaver, or a leg saver in this instance.
Call a lifesaver.
That's one of them
If
things
only
from
I
Star
could
Wars.
save my own lives.
Are they miraculously better?
They are.
It's all that armpit tapping.
I might tap my armpits again and see if it does anything. See if it fixes this
What
sprain.
if that's what Sultan's meant all along? He's not like tapping in water pocket. Telling
He's just
us that
stressed.
He's stressed and he's tapping himself under the armpits. Oh my god.
The postman comes to the door to deliver some mail, and all he can see is this bear inside slapping his armpits while he's sat on the computer.
The one I was told was, like, legitimately, when you're sitting down on a chair, you put your hands underneath your thighs and you just sort of, like, rock back and forth with your eyes closed.
Yeah. I think one of the main benefits of that is taking your hands away from trying to do something.
I
You
don't
can't
think
be on your
it's-
phone. You can't do anything like that.
Yeah.
It's some sort of like rewiring the brain thing for all the tapping.
Yeah, they call it grounding yourself. It's kind of like you're getting rid of like you're distracting your brain basically.
Yeah. Making it, forcing it to focus on something very simple as opposed to something complex or difficult.
Yeah.
Them fucking colouring books. It's the way.
Oh fuck.
What they
this
call
one-
Mandela?
Say again, sorry?
Oh my god. Some of the meditation. Mandela? There's coloring books with printings.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, like
that
the
you're supposed
circle
to fill in.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the circle ones.
Oh, mandalas and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you put the. How you say it? Yeah.
I mean, how do you pronounce the name of that town in Denmark?
Roskilde.
Ah, I see. So I was
She
giving it
kept
too
going,
much ah.
Roskilde. And I
It's
was like,
difficult.
why
Yeah.
are you gurgling the word? I don't understand.
I think for the English accent is that all our consonants are extremely, like, well, you'll know from learning it, extremely hard, aren't they, for the most part? So, and I don't think we have any R's that are that soft at the start of a word.
Oh, we have a lot of very, very soft letters and
Yeah.
silent letters too. D's and G's in a lot of words. I just don't say them.
Yeah.
Which is not an issue for speaking a language, but is a major issue for spelling the language. Because you have to know that they're there to put them in.
Even if you don't use them when speaking.
Hmm. But I mean, some of it is they used to say the letters, but like the language evolved into you don't say it. So
Yeah.
also, I will put a disclaimer on Roskilde, which is that I speak. Me and Baby, we both speak Copenhagen dialect of Danish. So if you get Danes from other parts of the country, which is not on Zealand, to say the name, it might be different because there's
Yeah.
some words that are completely different between the dialects.
You know, I've never thought about that as somebody who speaks English, but in the sense where, like it's just a very small example, but what would happen is like people here in Toronto would call like camping cottaging.
Really?
And it's like when I think cottage, I think of like a nice big broad almost mansion on the front of a lake.
Yeah. Do you know what cottaging means in the UK?
Probably something with the bum.
Is it sexual? Yeah,
It's
very
the act. It's the act that gay men that aren't out yet meet in public toilets and places to express their carnal desires. In private.
The old George Michael.
Yes, precisely. That was him
What?
cottaging. George Michael
Oh my
got caught. Famous singer George Michael from the 80s got caught doing exactly that before he was out. So if you said, "Oh, me and my buddies are going to get a couple of beers and go cottaging this weekend," can you imagine what it'd sound like in our ears?
It's like, oh, really? Oh,
It sounds like a wild time.
It's just like earlier when Eric said, "Do you know what? I pretended to like WoW, but I'm not actually that bothered."
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Eric, because I read it the same way. I was like, well,
No, that was
usual. It's unusual for Eric to be like this shocked about it. Like, okay.
yeah, no, I totally like had the wrong idea for the word because I was
Yeah.
thinking as feigned
Yeah.
interest. I was like, I'm kind of like,
I just thought, damn, that's some honesty that you can respect.
but then you clarified it, and I was just like, right, okay, so I'm using the wrong word here.
I just love the idea.
That
of
was why I was like, all right, Eric. Like,
It's like, thanks, you asshole.
it's just like, all right, now I know that Eric doesn't care for our World of Warcraft talk.
Or excitement, but it talks to the certain people that shit on stuff at all times, right? And try
I was
and
kind of surprised because Eric never does this. When
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
excited about something, he's never like, ugh, that sucks or something like that. So
there are
it's like,
people. Yeah, there are people that are like that do it all the
Stop
time.
whacking.
Mm.
And eventually you just completely lose interest, right? Because it means that their negative opinions have absolutely no weight because they're always negative about stuff.
Oh yeah, no,
Whereas
I
when
definitely,
Eric,
yeah.
when you said that, then I thought, God damn, and I actually stood up in my seat and I thought, huh,
Yeah.
Some
your
fucking
negative
brutal
opinion
honesty.
had weight. Yeah, that's why I said I think on stream. I respect that, Eric.
Yeah, no, I try to, like, I wouldn't even say I really try. I just generally, if somebody likes something that I don't care for, it's like, well, yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what they
Let
like.
positivity do its thing. Don't stand in the way of it just because you can't get involved in it, right?
Pretty much. That's all there is to it, really.
Koala, you
That's a good
sounded like
way
a
to
tennis
look at
player then.
Ah. Oh, thank God.
I don't know whether your sound bugged or something, Koala, because it sounded like you was doing power swings, but it sounded like Serena and Venus Williams playing each other. You know, that like exerted grunting that they do.
Ah!
Hello?
Hi, baby.
Hello.
Oh, it's Spivey.
Hello.
Insulted
Zombies
tennis
don't
players
move
at 5
slower
each
in
time.
water, by the way.
They don't.
No. They just kind of sometimes get stuck on the walls or floor, but
Oh god.
if they don't, it's the same speed.
Well, then I vote what we do is build a big defensive base on the island.
Oh, also they kind of just like don't go out to sea; they just stick to the walls.
But so they don't walk across the sea floor.
I mean, if you're standing on the seafloor, they will walk across it, but they won't like swim out to you if you're in like away from any kind of ground, like right in the
Yeah.
middle of the water.
So I wonder if we was to be like halfway down the water and
Also today, shout out to Bybeat's completely horribly made typo.
It was an autocorrect, not a typo.
what was it? Oh yeah.
Instead of
It was
tucking in, it was tugging.
It was an. I might have hit something wrong on my phone, but then that's taken in. So it was more of a.
Yeah, no,
Tone trying
autocorrect.
to-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, I totally
Oh,
got
just-
it after the fact, but I was just like, oh, wow.
So it's just like I was just like I couldn't understand why you kept writing. So I was confused about what you were saying. I was just like, "What's Eric doing?"
Then for a second you look up and your face goes red. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Because I was like, "What's Eric doing?" That's not normal. Like, yeah.
Or I'll talk like complete skank, but
Yeah, but you don't usually do it like that to me.
no.
I missed something, apparently.
So Bybee was referencing
Best of.
The tucking,
best of.
yeah, the tucking
Oh,
in
the best
thing.
of.
and it was from when I think it was something along the lines of I was tucking Eric in.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was written
alright.
like this.
Like I remember.
So I did something wrong. My phone took it to the next level. I'm not sure how.
That's unprofessionalism for somebody that's supposed to be looking after an 85-year-old man, Bybee. It's against some code of conduct.
When I was younger in school, you always had to write those essays like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I got tired of them. So in the end, my goal was to marry a rich man and have him die of natural causes.
You could
So-
hear her doing inverted commas then.
Yep.
When she said natural causes. I bet her
think one
hands
of
went up when she said it.
yeah. One of them was him getting hit in the head by a golf ball and dying of that.
While you were the only other person on the golf course at the time.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
My brother did something very similar, but he just wrote that he wanted to be a millionaire. And the interesting thing is that the teachers really cared about his answer, so they contacted my parents and was like, he's not being serious with his schoolwork, and they were like, come on, he's just a kid.
Level 6 steel sledgehammer.
So
So basically, your brother said he wanted to be a millionaire, and the school said, "Nah, you don't."
basically.
To be fair
They
though,
were
that's
like,
just
you have to pick a real choice. You can't pick being a millionaire. Come on.
I want to be a
bit
millionaire.
realistic.
I like the
So,
idea that he watched that program Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on TV and was like, well, me, but the school won't let me. What the fuck?
Just has his hands clasped with his index fingers to his lips, like, that's an option.
I like the idea of him arguing with the school and wheeling out one of those TVs on wheels at school and saying, look at this program, right?
Oh my god, those TVs were just awful. They're
Yeah, but when
always
you watch-
bad, and they never worked. It was always like a teacher decided to show a movie for class, and like, half the time it was spent making the TV work in the first place.
And when it doesn't work, they used to bring in the janitor or something who was like a man in like a brown sort of duster coat, as if he was ready to sort of work on the underside of a truck or something. But in reality, he was trying to rewind a video player for some snot-nosed kids that didn't want to watch it anyway.
The man with the least education, but like the most experience in
We
life.
would sometimes either take the cable or switch them around just to like drag it out.
Deliver progress.
My only memory of those TVs is having our first ever sex ed lesson. And
Yes.
seeing a diagram of a penis and just going, what the fuck?
The hell is that?
For my
Pretty much.
sex ed class in high school, we had our wood shop teacher had actually like went on one of those like spinning miter things that you could like carve wood, like kind of shave it down to a shape as it spins.
Router.
Router, thank you. And yeah, he went ahead and carved out a dildo. So the whoever had the woman gym teacher, she could show how to apply a condom.
Yeah. We used bananas and then we had to apply condom on it. Yeah.
It made all the men in the class, though, all the lads in the class feel really sort of insecure because theirs wasn't yellow.
Because
We,
Yeah, because we weren't even separated. Like, I know some schools that might like take the boys and the girls to different. Yeah.
there's this really confused year where a lot of girls are like hooking up with guys and they're like, this ain't yellow, I can't peel this.
Which is incredibly low in potassium compared to the diagram.
And then we had a video from like the 80s or 90s explaining. It was like, okay.
The trouble is, though, is when they're teaching it to a load of 14 and 15-year-olds, there's like 75% of the class have already worked it out in a practical fashion.
Yeah.
They're looking at each other like, what the fuck?
So, I mean, when I was talking about being confused, I was like 10.
I was about to say, we had one about that time, just at the end of like what we call primary school, which is up to 11. And we was having this sex education, and the head teacher, she came out and she said, right, let's get all the immaturity out now. Let's get all of the silly jokes away. And we all know that people have names for this thing. They call it a willy or a cock or a todger. And instead of getting all the immaturity out early, it set the fucking tone. And we was giggling at that. We was giggling at everything else. It was just like 25 minutes of just non-stop desperately trying to not get in trouble for laughing at everything that was on the screen. We learned absolutely nothing. And somebody fainted.
What?
That's a bit dramatic.
Was it you?
Too much. It was me, yeah. It's all
Mine
too
was
much to
Lloyd.
take. But it was there was a what I was going to say is because we was in such a young school, there was a girl that was sort of just wandering through that room at the time to deliver a message to the teacher. And she walked in, she must have been about, I don't know, 7. And the teacher at the time, when she walked in, threw instead of turning the TV off with the button that's right there, she threw a towel over the TV to try and cover it. It was the most It was like a panic moment for her, but we just stood there and watched her try and throw it. And you could hear the noises, you could hear the slopping and the chewing, all that underneath this towel.
God
To be
damn.
fair, though, we joke about all this. Can you imagine being a teacher that just signed up to teach English or physical education or something, and then has to go and teach about sex to a bunch of 7-year-olds?
Wait. You don't have like special teachers for that? Or like the biology teacher?
No, it wasn't the
No.
biology teacher. It was just any old teacher.
Yeah, it
Holy.
was the same for us. But our biology teacher, she would get really flustered if we brought up the subject. So we used to bring up the subject just to watch her like,
Explode.
yeah, really.
I think it was like when I was 11 or 12, like that year of schooling. We had like the basics of like how a baby is made and how they're born and stuff, and just like very clinical stuff. But
Yeah.
when I was like probably about 13, 14, that's when we were taught like the sexual side.
Yeah. And then there's like they don't teach you like how to meet somebody or anything, though, do they? It's just about. There's a lot of people in that class thinking, yeah, but how do I get to this point? You know what I mean? I'm sat at home playing Halo 2, and I just don't know how I'm going to progress to this stage.
There's a girl right here. There's a girl right there. Like, what? What do you want from me?
Wait, what year did Halo 2 come out? 2004? No, maybe not, but still.
Yeah. Yo, no. But it's fun because, like, I have books at home from my parents from the 80s, like how a baby is made and everything, and I have like I saw them before I had.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like today those books would be so scandalous. I don't know. It's just like they're not that bad. Like they are made for kids reading about it.
Yeah, it's nothing.
We had
Also-
a book donated at work that was like the 1950s version of that,
Ooh,
and it was something else.
I bet.
Yeah, but this one is as well, and I'm not today. I'm just a little that's awkward, but
You see this
Too
thing here?
bad.
That's the devil.
How many people learned most of that stuff by just looking it up in the dictionary? Way before that lesson, just looking up the word penis.
not
and
in
stuff.
a dictionary. I would say,
dictionary.
but-
Dictionary's
Uh,
big kinky if you know where to look.
To be honest, I think I was exploring myself before fucking even the schools got to me. Personal story, but like, I mean, it was like around that
Anyway.
time. I was just like, yeah, I kind of know what's up here.
The weird thing is Eric managed to learn what a vagina was by exploring himself.
Why is that weird?
Don't know where he's kept it all this time.
I keep it in my bucket.
In your bucket.
In my bucket.
Put it in his bucket.
Fucking hell.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Starting sex ed so early. Like, what did you say, 10? And
Yeah.
a teacher who's not, like, professional, should I say?
Or trained. Yeah.
Yeah, trained, that's the word.
I mean, it wasn't like sex ed at that age. It was
No.
like boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Yeah, it's more like
Or
biology.
labeling.
It,
Yeah.
It's the same like when females and males start going to puberty. We had with the school nurse. It's like this is like
Just pointing at a diagram and trying not to make eye contact.
no, and it's the same with as girls and peers and the different
Yeah.
things you can have for it and everything, and you're just sitting there like, my goodness, could you make it more awkward?
I just remember actually. That's what reminded me of something. There was all the girls got separated into another room at school, and obviously it was for the whole describing periods and
Yeah.
the menstrual cycle and that kind of thing. And I remember all those lads were looking at it a bit jealous because they got to have this special lesson, and get this, they came out with like a little goodie bag that was full of stuff we weren't allowed to see. What the fuck's in there, and why don't I get that? Sort of nudging each other, going, "You seeing this shit? This isn't fair, right? What is this discrimination? What's in that goodie bag? I bet there's
It's
toys."
sexism.
It can't be worse than ours. She was like, "This is a tampon. Put it down in the water. This is what it does inside you, and there's a like big chance like that the string is gonna break, and you have to go to the hospital to get it out."
Scare the shit out of a lot of 10-year-olds with toxic
You
shock
were 10!
syndrome.
Most girls are like,
Say
fuck
it
this, I'm
couldn't
wearing
be
pads.
worse. You could have not been told at all.
I'm gonna
we didn't get
say,
any
But-
of
but
that
it's
theory.
not
We
like-
kind of had to
that's-
figure it out.
Yeah, it was nice getting told, but she was scaring us with the tampons. Like, she didn't want people to use tampons. It was like she was just like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to like the string is gonna break every time almost, and then you have to go to the hospital and get it out, and you can get it." Like, she was so creepy with it.
How
I like the
common
idea
is it
that-
the string would break? Because I've never heard of that before.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of that.
No, but that took years before figuring that out.
I mean, it
Well,
is a
yes.
major worry if it happens, but it's not like it happens regular, right? Am I
No,
wrong? in
but she
thinking
made it sight. No, it's just it's like the.
that? Made it sound like it was every 2 days. You was
Yeah.
gonna have to go to the hospital. But the thing
So
is,
it's-
Augur, go on.
No, so it's yeah.
I was going to mention the difference, Augur, is I don't know if it's like that for you guys in the UK, maybe, but we had in
Oh,
primary
shit.
school
Back in the UK.
we only had
Scotland
one.
is
Are they winning?
sure. They're 1-0 in 57 minutes in.
Shit. Yeah, we had in between the age of like 5 and 11, we had one teacher for everything.
Yeah.
Not just
Oh.
per
Yeah.
subject or per just one teacher that taught you
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that is grades 1 through 4 for us.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, that's like
So, like,
1 through.
7
Oh.
to 11.
We usually have
We have
Actually,
just
one-
different teachers.
shit.
Like math teacher and Danish
Huh.
teacher.
But it
But some
like
of
that's
them can do multiple subjects.
I think it
but
was the third
it-
grade for
it's
me
only
where it
in
all
the
changed.
First year of school, which is the 0 grade, where it's like you have one teacher that's teaching you everything from first grade on. You have people that teaches what they're taught in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
specialized.
It's really weird for us because, like, kindergarten, you have 3 teachers or even 4 sometimes, and they teach you like once for English and if you're learning another language, once for I don't remember. There's multiple teachers anyway.
Hmm.
And then you go into school and grade 1 through 4 you have only one teacher, and then you switch back to one for each discipline.
What for the non-English speaking? What age do you start learning other languages?
It has changed a lot. So me and Bybit, we started when we were 10,
I started.
Yeah.
I,
fourth
yep,
grade, right?
yeah. Didn't you start in third? Wasn't
But
it?
nowadays they start in first grade, so that would be at 7 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I'm saying-
get English, and then I think it's 2 years later they get
Yeah.
the other language, which is either German or French.
In most
Yeah.
cases, some have other, but yeah.
For
Yeah,
us,
but
it
that's-
started-
That's
it starts at
special. That's
5.
Yeah.
because the school has something special they want to
Yeah, exactly.
promote themselves on.
But I know the year I got to learn English. So didn't you start in third grade either? Amina?
No. The year under me started in third. So the year under me started the same time learning as we did.
Because I thought you're a year younger than me, right?
I am.
It
So
makes a lot
it's,
more sense to learn a lot younger, doesn't it, with languages? And
does,
younger
yeah.
people are a lot more
But it's-
malleable when it comes to
My
that.
cousin, who's a year younger, started English the same year as me. That's why. But it might just have been her school being
It could
early.
just be that the schools are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have done it different places, changed the year.
Yeah, because we went to different schools, right? So
Yeah.
it could
Yeah,
be.
I don't think
but
anybody
she's from
really.
another.
I don't think anybody ever can. It's like in this country, we learn English and French and German for the most part. But in this, I think it's maybe because we don't ever get a chance to apply it like you guys do when you're watching, say, American films or whatever. It just, I think we'd spend 5 years learning a language, and then like 2 weeks after the final exam, you've forgotten it all. It just seems a complete. Is you the same, Koala, in Tag Slack,
Yeah.
for example?
5
It's
years
just
of your
all
lucky.
gone. Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
You don't even have to do
That's
5.
even then. That's the same thing here. Like Canada likes to push that it's very French and English equally and stuff, and they really try to make like menus and signs and stuff that way. But honestly, I would say since I was like 15, 16, I've never had to use French ever,
Yeah, not had to.
except for a couple design jobs at certain places. But besides that, even then we had a translator. So
Yeah.
I feel like a
You
lot
don't
of
learn
them do
languages in school,
stuff
to be
that
honest.
you'd never use. Like I got taught how to talk about like nutrition.
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
anything conversational.
I think, like August says, though, he maybe makes a good point where you don't learn the language in school; you learn it. You do the. Is it? What did you say? You do the most of the learning.
You learn it on the internet. I mean,
I'm gonna say.
I mean, yeah,
or
I
by
would say
going to a country and talking.
most of
Engage.
what I can in English is self-taught somehow because I switched at some point from reading books in Danish to reading
Yeah.
books in English.
Yeah.
It's the same.
The thing is, like, until like, what was it, 5th or 6th grade, I was almost failing English. I was
Yeah.
like taking extra hours to like pass it, and then we got rooted internet at home, and yep, then
Yeah.
I wasn't struggling with English anymore.
You learn it more from engaging with things in that language, I guess. Like this, for
Yeah.
example.
But you can see the same. My brother is 3 years younger than me, and he learned more from the internet than I did. I started reading and watching English television, but he played like World of Warcraft and everything. So he learned some things earlier than I did, or
Yeah.
age-wise earlier.
Yeah, well, as much as this sounds like just an excuse, I will say the best way to learn English, other than going to a country and speaking it, I think it's just set your game language to whatever you want to learn.
Yeah.
After you know a few basics, of course.
Yeah.
I will.
don't think that is 100% because I started playing World of Warcraft without being able to either read it or speak it.
Really?
And my asshole brother, he just dumped me in the starting village and didn't explain anything to me, which means that when he checked back on me in like 20 in-game hours, he was like, "Why haven't you done any quests or left the starting village?" And I was like, "I had no idea."
That's insane.
you
Though. Talk
have
about
to
being
have-
thrown in at the deep end.
You had to know something to get yourself
Yeah.
started.
But I remember sitting with my brother, helping him by like I practiced my English by helping him translate World of Warcraft.
You say in Augur that the other than going to the country and having to learn the language that way, I think you basically did by coming here. Because everything we do, everything we say, everybody communicates. It's like going to a country where you can't speak your own language, right?
Yeah, that's basically it. The internet. If you
Yeah,
like,
the internet as a whole, I guess.
yeah, like if you go into French streams and watch French television and stuff on the internet, and you're in French communities, you're gonna learn French.
Yeah. Or suffer.
Oh yeah. And setting your game language to that goes to the same effect.
I will say it's impressive though, because like when Swiftu and I first started and started to realise just how international an audience we were creating via Twitch, and wow, we made a conscious effort to try and speak clearly because of how heavily accented we are, and we very quickly realised that that's completely unnecessary, and I just speak as rapid bullshit English
Yeah.
as possible, and I don't feel like I'm ever misunderstood.
How
It's
do you
impressive.
not feel
I
that
will
way?
say that aside from Santa,
Yeah.
you British people sound pretty much the same to me.
Yes.
They don't sound the same, but they are like
Yeah. All as easy to
Like
understand.
if
as
I
it can.
wasn't made aware that they came from the different parts of UK, I wouldn't think about it.
Yeah.
That's how similar you sound to my ears.
I
I
would
guess
that,
that's
but
the thing we learned, right? That we don't need to just speak English, and then it's
Oh.
going to be as easy.
I will admit sometimes I have to think a little extra when Santa's speaking.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's what
Tex
I'm
I can
saying.
clarify. So do we.
Yep.
Trim lives like 20 miles from Wales, and I think he has to try and work out what the flying fuck Santa's talking about sometimes.
That's at least something.
Have you
I'm going to
guys
test
both
out the
just
runway.
taken off on your gyrocopters and left me here?
Well, the idea is that this is a runway for gyrocopters.
No, Koala. I'm doing it now.
Great.
So, Stubble, how do you like come to that realization that you don't have to make a conscious effort? Because I can't understand myself when I need some back.
But, like, I think it just came from not putting the effort in and still getting understood. Whereas you are very much speaking a different language. You know what I mean? I think the difference in the Yorkshire accent to the normal, like, received pronunciation English accent is 2-3% different, whereas you're coming in from a completely different language, right? So you're going to be a little more difficult to understand. Does that make sense?
I guess
I
yeah,
May
I
have
just don't know how
misunderstood
people
it.
understand me.
Can we land on this? I think it's working.
I mean, if you don't plant trees,
This is perfect for landing on. Huh. Right. I'm going to start building us a small house. Cool. Right, what was we talking about? Oh yeah, Santa speaks gibberish.
He does also just talk a load of bullshit, which doesn't
It
help.
does. But it's so fast. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Level out.
So what's the goal for today?
We are leveling out the new island. Damn it, 7 days. Sorry. We're leveling out the new island, and we are. I'm going to build. I don't know, I think we build a base on this new island, but it just needs a bit of thinking about and a bit of planning. So it's flat enough to now land gyrocopters on smoothly. But I don't know about what our base is going to be designed like or how it's going to work. We could still do the underwater tactic, which would mean building a cage underwater similar to the cage on the pyramid, and then surrounding it with spikes and standing down there and shooting from down there, but I don't know whether that would work.
No, I don't know. I am going to go magpie.
Yeah, that's what I
Fun.
did.
Mina, can you do me a favor and hit any cars that you see? Or TVs or anything?
Sure. Just gotta get myself a tool.
Magpieing failed.
Yeah, magpieing is brutal on this difficulty all of a sudden.
Well, in fact, my quest's a level 5 quest as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Eric, can I ask a question? Did you, perchance, hit the electronic stuff?
Oh, am I shocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I'll just exit out and I'll come right back.
you're struggling with beautiful as well, you know?
Phew.
But okay, wasn't that clear?
That was true,
The
yeah.
context?
Oh,
They've gone away.
yeah, sorry.
Right, new plan.
Yeah, I came back.
We're going down to this level. What are these two doing here, pointing guns at each other?
No, hit the jack. Come to you, man.
So we're going to go down to this level, but only south of this level. If that makes sense. So it's going to step down. See if we can get it level.
Why?
Because it's difficult to get it level for some reason. It's all bobbly, this area, and you can't build it up or anything because 7 days sucks. So we're going to have the main house on this level. Can you stop flying over with it?
No.
Can I get an
Big
invite?
shadow. Do you know what, Eric? You can have an invite.
Oh,
You're the type of person that would perfectly suit an invite.
oh
You know,
thank
just-
you.
Put some dirt down and
No, if you look koala, it does this. Watch. It did it flawlessly. God
Why
damn
can't
it!
they stop?
Well, what the hell?
I will give it to Stopdog when he tried that before. It didn't work.
It was just lumps.
Yeah.
What the
It
hell?
didn't. Well, how did you make this? Wait, that's not dirt.
It's clay, but look, it starts doing that
Oh, well.
bobbly shit. I wonder then. But then wait, how does? Oh, it's
Does
because
that sound
I've
like normal dirt?
no. It's because I've dug this out. Watch this now, koala. Watch.
oh,
That's what it does.
okay.
Right, where was we?
So dig out all this stuff you just put down then.
Yeah. It's normal dirt auger as opposed to sandstone dirt or whatever. So we're only digging from this line south, or from Koala's line south, not north. This is Scotland's first major tournament, isn't it? Since
Yeah,
I
if
think
they
it's
make it
22 years.
I
something
was
like
about
that.
to say, was it the late 90s? I remember the
Yeah.
last one.
He's been screaming about it for days.
So it's football?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Scotland, so. Oh, that's not good. I know somebody that. I'm sorry,
What?
Scotland, but could you lose, please?
No.
Wasn't it 98 tags like when there was England and Scotland in that summer? Was it World Cup qualifier? Can't remember. The one where Gascoigne did that over it.
What level is your shovel?
I mean, who gives a fuck about international football, right?
Your shovel.
I do.
6. It's only a stone one though.
I have a book.
Yeah, and so it was done. I thought it might be low level as well.
Yeah, this might work if we just do this all the way across. That's not
Holy!
sledgehammer. I like once you get leveled up with sledgehammers, you can just use a sledgehammer for anything, basically. Apart from car repair.
I feel royal.
What?
Gonna go fishing in it, or
I thought he was peeing.
just made a toilet?
Toilet, yeah.
Make sure it's facing the wall.
The trouble is, though, is we can't level this area out either, can we?
Not unless
No.
we dig it down and replace it.
I
No.
mean,
Let's-
yeah, you
let's-
can replace it with frames.
Wait, no, I've got an idea. This area is going to be a significant amount lower than the other one. So we'll dig a slope, like this, look. And we're going to have a big staircase that goes down to what is essentially a control tower down here. Can you hear that baby? Koala screaming and shouting, doing the work. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a tennis match.
Yeah, at first I was just like, why do you keep making those sounds sometimes? And then, yeah.
I think it's this attack
It's
from Koala's character. Right, if we keep going down on this slope for another sort of 4 blocks, and then go across.
All the way to the edge of the island, right?
Yeah, from side to side. Right. I'm gonna go check on her briefly.
Harvey?
Her.
Let me in, please and thank you.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite Twitch usernames.
Yeah, that was really good. Do you know why it's that?
Yeah. The
You have
clips
heard the
in
story?
the best of.
Ah, okay. Because when you entered the stream, everyone was like, "Wait, is this for real?" And then he did the listen thing to see that she was actually outside.
So she made an account right then and there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit, Mina, you went far.
Gotta get some plates where Koala hasn't already eaten all the cars.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, because I'm trying to follow you down here, and yeah, you've gone far.
Hello.
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 I've never seen an ear infection like this. I didn't realise
It
ear
sounds
infections.
really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can get done.
it's called mastocytosis or something like that. There's a bone in there behind your ear called a mast something.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And it's
So that's the one that's infected.
yeah, but it means that there's supposed to be like an air gap back there, and instead, because of the normal ear infection, it's filled up with infected
Fluids.
goop, shall we say? Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's compacted across her entire sort of upper jaw and everything.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
thank
Shit.
you.
And
That sounds really bad.
it's literally. I don't joke when I say she's pretty much the strongest person I've ever known, and it's like screaming agony levels. It's
Oh,
crazy.
Jesus.
Fuck.
And there's so she's asleep now, which is like a blessing in disguise. But it's like they've put like a tube, like fed it into her ear as delicately as far as it'll go. So it sort of, and then that expands just to get some oxygen in and get some air to the infection. Wild, just to sort of drain it a little bit.
That is
Mad.
crazy.
I think that's the honeycomb kind of thing you have in your ear. So there's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So nasty though.
Yeah.
The trouble is though, is when she's in the bed by herself, she'll try and sort of get comfortable, and she'll grab my pillow and start laying her head on the worst ear infection in the history of the world. And she's also using my pillows and stuff.
But
At this level, it's not contagious, if you know what I mean.
no, it's more, I think, oh,
The base
Stop.
level
Are you
infection is
struggling for the
contagious,
right
but not
words,
this.
baby?
no, I'm struggling to remember.
Yeah.
I think it's when you have an ear infection that gets worse. So you have like one kind of ear infection and then spreading.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any transferable like bacteria that you might be worried about, if anything, just take your pillowcase off, throw your pillow in like some
Oh,
water and
absolutely.
bleach, and
Yeah,
then
but
let
it's
it dry
more
out.
like it's the one she has.
That's not
Things that-
contagious.
No, but I think it's when you have an ear infection that spreads further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean is the current position she's in can't get transferred to
Yeah,
me.
no.
Very unlikely.
Yeah.
I'll just get a normal ear infection if anything.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's crazy though.
Yeah. The body's.
I think I've had like 2 writhing pains in my entire life.
Yeah.
One was like a really bad headache, that just I couldn't handle. I was like 14 or something. And then another one was gout, which I had when I was 23.
Well, they want your elbows or your knees, so.
I had it in my toe, and it was just like you couldn't get comfortable. It was just the worst pain ever.
I had a. What would you call byld på engelsk? Ina?
I don't know.
No,
A
but
cyst? I think it's just called a cyst.
yeah, but in my throat, so on the inside, so it was kind of a throat infection, but the bacteria or whatever had gathered around, so I had to have like large needle through my mouth down to my throat, and then they had to suck it out.
Yeesh.
So
Ugh.
yeah, and it had to gather first. So in 2 days, I had six times the needle was down, trying to get it out.
Oof.
I couldn't speak. I couldn't open my mouth or anything.
Mm.
I had a cyst. You know, you get them on the outside of your body.
Yeah.
It's like a. I mean, it was in a rather sensitive area. It was between the the jewels, shall we call them in this instance, and the inside of my leg. So it was on that that area,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
and it was like a weird sort of bumpy thing. And I was like, "What's this?" And I showed her it. It was like 7 or 8 years ago. She's like, "I don't know what it is. You squeeze it." So I squeezed it, and it burst.
Oh.
Just
It burst inwards.
Oh.
Not out.
oh.
Fuck.
Oh no.
So it was a golf ball within like 72 hours. But the worst thing is obviously it had to be cut open and it had to be drained. But it's the idea of packing. I don't know what it's called in other countries where they have to. They can't let that cavity sit exposed to the air because it'll fill up with horrible stuff and then that'll get infected and then you're in real trouble.
Yeah.
So they had to pack it with like bandage, just fill it. So it was a case of having tweezers, opening up the wound or the incision every day and forcing like bandage into it so it fills it up and it soaks up the moisture.
So
And then once that had dried, pulling it back out of the incision where it was all dry and holy shit! I was in extremely good shape then because I was doing very manual labour, and I was a 6'3" guy being held down by nurses, screaming every day as they pulled that out and put new in. Oh, I blanked that memory out, but fuck.
So they had to cut it open, drain it, disinfect it, and then put gauze in there?
Well, they had to take the gauze out every day, and it was like hard and
Yay.
that was a rough time.
That sounds like a very bad time.
Ugh. Yeah, don't squeeze stuff.
I had a cyst on my eyeball once. That one was fun.
Oh yeah. Did you get something in it, like a bit of gravel or something?
No, I just had I had eye problems and eye infections constantly for about 8 years, and then I got a cyst on my eyeball.
I had one of
By
those
the way, though-
before. It was a sty.
Sty, yeah, that's what I had.
The only thing you could do was just I put a bag of like a chamomile tea bag on it, warm in a warm cloth. It cleared up in like 2 days, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I got treated for 5 years,
Hmm.
and then the doctors finally went, maybe this is like on my eyelids. I had 5 cysts.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You can leave styes, right? I had a real ugly one, and I said to went immediately to the doctor, and he said, "Oh, you must have," because I was drilling metal, so I had like metal filings in my eye, and he said, "Well," he said the metal will sort of work its way out eventually, because that's what sty is, right? It all swells up and then it just pops out eventually. And he said it's just going to look really ugly though. So do you want it removing or do you want it working on? And I was like, well, how long will it take? He said 10 months. So there's like a 10-month period of my life where I had this massive swollen eye that I just decided to live with because I couldn't be bothered with the effort. They just sort of go down after a while, right? Unless you use chamomile tea, of course. Swifty called me one night when he was out drinking. It was when I'd stopped. He called me and he's like, "Oh, are you around? I fancy going for a coffee and going home early." And he was out on a night out somewhere, so I went and picked him up. And he got in the car and his eye was like I don't know what had happened. It got something in it because he used to be a mechanic, this Swifty, before he
Have you
transitioned.
found the friends that I've been playing tonight?
Beg your pardon?
Have you found the stuff that I was playing with up on the roof?
No.
There are 2 cars up on the roof. Placed there by Stopper.
Whoa.
Well, it's just that you're like 40 meters away from me, that's all.
Oh.
While we're on 7 days call, because anyone on the island got food?
Yes. There was a chest with some food in it. I can deliver you some on top, and it's good quality food as well.
So, Switcher was a mechanic?
Oh, yes, or kind of a mechanic in that field. And he had shit in his eye, so I picked him up. Apparently he'd had a sore eye and didn't mention it. Because he was out with a bunch of other drunk people, they didn't really appreciate how severe it was. And it was just like streaming and really swollen. I didn't understand how he'd done it, and he didn't even realise it was that bad. So I said, right, we're going to the emergency room. And the doctor was like, the guy that saw him was incredibly surprised, and he put Swifty in that. You know when you have to sort of put your chin on rest your chin, and then it holds your eyes open, so he can work on your eye with the pit. He was in that drunk, so this thing was holding his head real still. I was sober, obviously, because I picked him up. I was just stood at the side watching this poor doctor try really hard to pull tiny bits of iron filing out of a moving target as he was sort of swaying in the chair. He was trying to behave, but his body wasn't in control fully, so he was sort of rocking around in the chair.
Hello down there, Eric.
Thank you.
He got it though. Credit to that doctor, he earned his fucking wages that night.
You know, I thought I was following Mina for the longest time, but it turns out I was following Text like.
No, yeah, I'm miles away. I'm just following the roads and speeding up random cars I see.
That's low enough now, I think.
Oh god, I gotta find a picture here
So
real
elevate
quick.
up here.
Yeah, just go from the floor now. Just go across to the south.
It was a really fun part of being in A&E, like watching drunk people come in
Yeah.
and just not having a clue what the hell's going on.
Oh, during COVID though, right? I bet they were all just sort of.
Oh, there was one guy
Wandering
who
around
kept
being
trying to go
irresponsible.
for a walk, and one of the nurses was like, "You need to stay in bed."
Was one of
he
them on a...
just didn't get this.
You just get there's no reasoning, is there? I guess.
He really wanted to use the toilet, but he really wanted to use the toilet at the other end of the ward instead of the one in the room we were in.
Everybody's got their favourite toilet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I get the whole COVID, but yeah, I had the same when I had to drive a friend to the hospital when she broke her collarbone, and it was just like, yeah, but you have to sit outside. I was like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had to sit in my car in a dark parking lot waiting.
Oh,
While your
wow.
drunk friend's just wandering around a hospital on the road.
We were both like, we were the only people sober,
Oh,
and the 2 people that got hurt. Hers worse than mine. Like, her collarbone was broken.
Siddles took me to A&E in the middle of the night, and then his car battery stopped in the car
Oh
park.
yeah.
God, that's the most Siddles thing I've ever heard.
Was that
was-
the new or the old car?
New car. I texted him and I was like, we're gonna have to go over to this other building, and it's like, it's not that far away, but there's like a different car park.
Oh, it's 1-1.
And he's like, the car's broken down.
Sorry, it's
What?
1-1, and then in like 90 minute. Like, there's
What?
only overtime left, and it's tie.
Oh,
Sorry.
Is it?
football. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's this qualifying for? Is it the Euros? The World Cup? No, World Cup's past due, isn't it?
It's yeah.
Well,
I think
go ahead.
it's Nations League.
Oh,
yeah.
that thing, yeah.
I think this one is nation. It's you don't both have the EM qualifier and Nations League going at the moment. So there's multiple.
Yeah. They're going to qualify for one of them at least,
Yeah,
if they win tonight.
but then they have to get themselves together.
To say it nicely.
I'm not sure if a tie can.
I think it's knockout, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
sudden death.
Oh, is it?
But I can't see. I was just curious because I've been hearing about it for a week at least.
Oh god, yeah, they've just scored. Oh, it's Serbia as well. He's going to
Yeah.
hate Crisis. Crisis is all of a sudden going to get a big torrent of abuse.
All right. So, I have this friend. This was back in 2013. He came over to my place back when I lived back in my hometown. We were drinking and stuff, and
Oh god. Sorry, go on.
so I had a coffee table that was pretty low to the floor and pretty sturdy. So after we had gotten drunk, I had decided to put him in, Bret Hart's finishing move stuff with the sharpshooter. It's like
Yeah.
cross the legs over your legs, flip him over. Well, he decided to overreact when I did it. So I'll post the pictures in Discord now. His face went right into the coffee table and split his forehead open.
Oh shit! That doesn't look good.
Woof.
Fortunately, at the time, my ex at the time, her dad was a taxi cab driver, and it was like 4 a.m. and he had already started his shift. So we're like, yeah, can you give us a ride to the hospital? Like, he's not stopping bleeding, and it's really bad.
I was saying about that bled just by the severity of the stitches.
Yeah, it was just like constant dripping. So, yeah. Late nights going to the hospital. I think it's the last time that has happened.
I bet that oh shit. I bet that feels like a long time ago, right, Eric? 2013.
Kind of.
7 days was out then.
Oh, Christ.
Feel old yet?
Yeah,
Or just
every
7
day.
days feel old yet, should I say?
Every day.
So Serbia have just turned around. Scotland were about to qualify for the first major tournament in 22 years, and Serbia have just turned it around in the last minute.
Yeah. True. And it was like in the 19 minutes with 3 minutes, like extra time.
Oof.
I'm up on the roof, by the way, Eric.
Yeah, I'm in the basement garage. I'm gonna loot these cars.
There's plenty of cars down there. I didn't do anything with them.
Good thing we're not Scottish, but Danish.
Speak for
What?
yourself.
We're doing fine,
Um,
Mina.
She's speaking for both of us,
Yeah.
not just herself.
I know.
Whoa,
But in,
speak for yourself, Mina.
Must I?
Speak for yourselves.
I'm Canadian, so I don't give a
yourselves.
fuck. Mikey B
Fucking Mikey B
Hi,
over it.
Mikey.
just comes in
Good
here and
evening.
starts
Hi,
talking.
Mikey.
Hello,
How are
everyone.
you?
I'm fine. How are you all?
I'm
Apart
doing
from
good.
Stabler.
I'm gonna say I'm not answering that.
We're actually doing about the same as like we're in the same group as England.
Samuel and Olga, do you think it's worth doing a big collapse here and just take out the bottom layer?
Well, it would be more fun. I'm sure we can all
It would
agree.
be more fun.
It would be more stressful.
Let's do it.
Oh, by the way, this is for the men in this group. I can absolutely confirm, yes, there is in fact a female Doomhaus, and there is a We Love Mikey B channel.
Hey, got
Yeah?
the vagina out of the bucket and got entrance to a female Discord.
I was going to say, yeah. So the females that are listening right now, I want you to go looking through the members list and just see if there's somebody with a wig and a beard sitting in a chair that looks a lot like
Yeah.
Eric's. There might be an interloper in
I
that.
really did just go check the channel to see if anyone new had joined.
I did this. I was like, I don't think I got anything about a new person joining.
No, it's from last week. I was showing it.
Yeah, I know. But we could have changed it after that.
Possibly.
I might make
It's
it.
still called We Love Mikey B.
I might make it. So the Doomhaus logo. I might make one with a bow on it.
Just a little bow tie like the pumpkin?
Yeah. No, like a little bow in the hair type of thing. Just
Yeah,
to try
yeah.
and fit up the female group.
We don't have a server icon, so
There you go.
it's still just called The Girls, though. I don't want to name it anything Doomhouse related because there's one person in there who's not Doomhouse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
But I don't think
I
I've
think
ever
it's
seen
quite
that
good
person.
if it's not. I think it's quite good if it's not Doomhouse. So Doomhouse,
Yeah.
is Doomhouse, and this is just
Yeah.
a
Something
group for
different.
girls that, where some of them also happens to be Doomhouse,
It's a
like
group of girls on the internet.
Primses and Slopses and Siddleses.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
separate groups, but where there's some overlap.
Oh, okay.
We'll say there's one person not from Doomhouse, and I don't think I've ever seen her online.
She's very rarely online.
That's
And
Eric.
even less now because the one Discord that I know she was actually active in, she's not anymore. So, yeah.
No, from like the 10 seconds I saw, I just went like, oh, yeah, this is pretty boring. Okay, carry on. There's nothing spicy
Don't
here.
love Mikey B.
Oh, I do love Mikey
He
B.
doesn't agree with the sentiment of the group.
No, I just went like, oh, okay, well, alright, carry on, guys. Nothing-
Eric caught up in women are boring scandal.
Yes.
No, really, there's not
mean-
a lot going on there. So
There's
It's
a-
like
There's no
Alave asking if
memes.
anyone wants to play Among Us. Occasionally a small conversation. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
And more Alave asking if anyone wants to play Among Us.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That does sound very plausible.
I was expecting a bunch of people laying on their stomach with their hands in their, with their face in their hands, and like, you know,
talking on the
slippers kicking
Lit-
up.
laid on the bed with, gossiping with burger-shaped telephones,
Yes.
swirling
shake.
the coal.
banana shit.
Banana shit.
I'm
We've already
gossiping.
mentioned something that's banana shit tonight. It was in the back of my mind.
King I was just like, you just say banana and shaped, and then you stopped. So I was just
Yeah.
like, what do you think we're doing?
Ocean's broken.
Oh,
Heck
come
yeah.
on.
I love that
Broke the
George.
ocean.
I love that George Clooney movie.
Is that the sequel?
11, 12, 13, broken, 14, 15.
oh my god, could you imagine?
Ocean's broken.
What is this metal auger? Is it lead? Oh, it's lead.
That's my bet.
I'll take it.
The girls' Discord has more than I thought it did, and by that I mean that there is a single link to something about Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah.
Johnny
you
Depp.
Although
heard-
it's on Scandal.
Yeah. Mina,
Shout.
have you heard he's not gonna play Grindelwald in the next Fantastic Beasts?
I
No,
heard
haven't
that.
heard that.
What is that?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fired.
Let's do it then.
What is that about? Like his ex or something?
It's about
Yeah.
him being violent against his ex, and then he sued the paper right that like wrote it and came with a phone like tape recording of a phone call, and he lost that. So
ridiculous.
because of that, Disney fired him from the latest Fantastic Beasts movie.
They
Yeah.
fired him
like-
It's
because he
gonna be
couldn't prove
interesting
it.
to see how the cast will roll then. I hate
They
it
are
when they change
thinking
actors
about-
midway through.
Oh, what's is it? Last Messmaker, I think. They're
See,
looking at.
Because I was under the impression. Yeah, I was under the impression that she is the one who was abusing him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
was I.
she
I
is.
heard that too. I
That's
think
what.
they just have a very messy relationship, perhaps. And
No,
I'm not sure. I just know he lost a suit against the paper that
yeah,
wrote the article.
it's pretty much unanimously agreed that she was very much the aggressive one. She accused him, and he lost a hell of a lot of good favour and work and stuff because of the
Yeah.
accusations. And then it came out with hard proof that he was in fact the victim.
Yeah.
The world forgave.
Pretty much right next to a trader, by the way.
Oh, we are. Okay, cool.
But the
Yeah.
papers were that
Couple of-
reported on
A couple of roads to the west of where you are now.
Alright, I'll go there now. Sell some
the,
stuff.
the papers that reported on his abuse refused to take back the statements or to clarify that he in fact wasn't the aggressor. So he sued them for refusing to take down what is essentially slander and lost the case because of the whole rules around the free press.
Right.
So he still very much is the victim in it, yeah. So they accused him of being a domestic abuser, and he tried to sue them for false accusations, and they won the case because the press are allowed to do what they want, apparently.
Yeah, that's a hard stink to wash off.
Isn't it? And shit sticks, as they say.
Yeah, especially for a male, that's a bad one. Oh fuck, this trader looks like Keanu Reeves. After a fire.
After a fire.
Yeah, look.
that didn't become any better.
He does actually.
He doesn't seem to have anything particularly good, though.
Got to say, Keanu Reeves acting in 7 days, top notch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, right, everybody's celebrating Cyberpunk for having Keanu in it. 7 days did it first.
Fucking Cyberpunk cutting 7 days.
You're the man.
Cyberpunk 2077 days to die.
The most ambitious crossover of the century.
Basically, it's just normal Cyberpunk 2077, but it looks like shit.
The developer just said, fuck it, you know, you waited long enough, here's a game, leave us alone.
Yeah, they keep delaying it because it looks too good.
Yeah, they don't want to disappoint the fan base with too good of graphics.
What is this, some kind of beta? Yeah, beta.
Crisis.
Crisis.
Fucking crisis, man.
Oh, I love you, Crisis.
Also, look at the laughing emoji that Mike is used. What the fuck is
Mikey
that
B
good
with the normie emotes.
Oh,
Yeah, and
it's crying too. That means like I'm serious about this.
I like the way that we're sat shitting on people for posting emotes, so then you go and look through the deck of emotes we basically pray at the altar of.
Peace be with you, my friend.
Guys
yeah.
have really broken the ocean.
Carly,
it
you can't
flying
just
upwards, yeah?
break things.
If you walk into this, you can't breathe.
Oh yeah,
Your head is above water.
I'm drowning, koala.
I've got back
You're
to stuff
drowning,
on.
Stubbly.
Yeah, you can't breathe in that.
Have you considered breathing, Stubbly?
Oh yeah. Whew, that was a near-death
How did
experience.
you manage this?
I don't know.
It's going to be a new feature of a feature of our new base going forward, though, because I don't think you can get rid of it.
With that?
Uh-oh.
I thought you had like buckets.
Did you pick your bike up, Eric?
Yeah, I sure did.
That's okay. I was thinking it gone missing then.
No, it's just I can't seem to place it down.
Because you're too close to Trader, probably.
It's just red.
Yeah, you're probably too close to Trader.
Oh! Good.
Everybody stock your shelves on Tiny Tower?
No.
You're right.
Remember to do your Duolingo task.
Is that true?
Oh, I've already broke my...
Right, Mina.
I've already messed up my streak.
I almost forgot to do mine.
So
I did it
everyone
earlier.
stops playing 7
I did it.
days to check one of 2 apps.
A very good one and a useless one.
I actually already
Yeah,
did mine
Duolingo
today.
is pretty useless.
Yeah, who cares about tiny...
It's
Who,
not.
who cares about learning another language?
Alright.
Yeah.
I've got a residential floor that's just been built, and I have an estate agent banked, ready to take straight to it.
I got some high...
Absolutely beautiful.
I got some high creative people who need jobs.
8.
I downloaded the game to see what it is, opened it up, and then deleted it because I was just like, oh.
I got a
Whoa.
chocolate
Whoa.
shop today. It's brilliant. It's just full of chocolate.
If anybody who's not my friend in that and want to be my friend, I can give you my code.
Yeah, but
I
people will
would
be
be
all
more
up in my
careful.
tower.
You
Yeah.
guys
Stubbler.
have to be more careful talking about friend codes on Discord because you might trigger Sothan and he'll start screaming about dodo codes again.
Oh, fuck dodo codes and fuck Sothan.
Stubbler, you will get so many free bucks when you add friends. Like, it's ridiculous.
Ugh. No, I'm keeping my doors closed. You can all stay away.
And
Oh.
you get free costumes when you visit each other.
I went to
Yeah,
a...
you're not-
Great.
I went to a sales
Yeah.
building and I was like, look at her with the fancy lobby and elevator. Like, what is this shit?
I know, is the cell putting real money into this? She's been playing less time than us, and she's like,
Yeah, I'm like,
best elevator and
fucking
stuff.
sweat lord.
it's like, a cell? What?
Sweat lord.
It's like, oh, look at me, I have the futuristic elevator and the casino fucking entryway. And meanwhile, we're with like the shitty blinking lights and like the crappy elevator.
I've got a stain in the elevator, and it's a rank 10 elevator. But it looks like shit.
Oh god.
I'm saving up for the max hydro one.
I'm saving up for the new wave neon whatever $1,000 one.
I've got 650 bagged already, but the hydro lift is like 10,000, so it's gonna be here a while.
Oh, I was doing an underwater drive there, Eric.
Oh, that was garbage. Oh
Bikes
no.
are terrible. These
Oh.
bikes are terrible underwater.
Oh,
Have you just fallen in the lake?
Elvis now.
Yeah, I've got Elvis.
Yeah,
Me and
okay.
Eric are both at egg.
Yeah, I saw that.
Various
Quality.
colours.
Oh yeah, no, when I saw the egg, I was like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Have you guys seen the new design of my entire tower?
Ooh, no.
No, I'll have to double check later.
Oh, it's all
I've-
pink.
Yeah, I coloured it all. It took too long.
I try to
It's good
give
though, so
I
like it.
I try to give all my tenants like a personality trait. So like they get a costume or they get like an outfit. And it all relates to their job. So like how do I put this? Well, I sent you someone, Koala. Like for example, like some girl who was a nerd because she worked in
Yeah,
tech.
nerdy Nancy.
Yes. So there you go. That's an example.
Stubbler's just stopped moving. I have a feeling he's checking his tower.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm updating my rocking rolls at the moment, making sure it's fully stocked.
Of course you are.
It's a rock music restaurant. I couldn't think of a better name. Leave me alone.
I have a doctor's office that I call Dr. Hacksaws.
They've called it Dwayne Johnson, probably.
True.
Okay, I don't even know where I am anymore. It's like we have gone in different directions.
Did you see the Simpsons floor I got, Eric?
What, in Tiny Tower?
Yeah.
We're not friends.
Whoa! I posted a picture in Discord. One second.
I'm just going a straight line towards the base.
If we're friends, maybe I'll look.
I'm not inviting anybody into my tower. You can all stay back.
Would want to. Your smells.
Really good conditions.
Ugh.
And I'm not gonna fucking look at your shit.
Get out of my shit. Yeah, look on Discord.
No.
Whoa.
Okay, I see that. That's really cool, actually.
Have a look at
Oh.
just the insane level of detail though. Like even the books on the TV on
Oh,
the
that's
telephone stand there.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
perfect colours and that.
Yeah, that's really
really
good.
cool.
Sal's got a Minecraft themed one that I'm very jealous of.
Yeah, she does. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Because for my residential, I've been getting very plain shit. It's like, just like some regular ass
Yeah.
apartment. I'm like, oh, okay, well, screw
That was
this.
all that was in the game back then. It seems like they've just got somebody on staff to just fill that game full of references and
I do
Yeah.
have a cool one that looks like the inside of a pirate ship, which I'm probably going to name some sort of Sea of Thieves reference.
I have one that looks like tombs. Like, it's all like
Just
tiki
twice
statues and
in
shit.
right now.
But
A
yeah,
lot.
Orca gets a morgue and he's finally like, finally a bedroom.
finally some
Full of
peace and
green
quiet.
diamonds.
And it comes with a bar fridge.
But this guy's always hogging it.
No. That's just the juice box.
Oh god. That's terrible.
The thing about Tiny Tower is it's so good, but I have to condition myself not to play it.
Yeah, you just sit riding the elevator sometimes, don't you?
You have to do it in bursts. Like, you play for like an hour, and then you just put it away for like 3 hours, and you come back to it.
The
Like,
thing
supposed
is, if I allow myself more
Doesn't-
than one session a day, I will just sit the whole day with music in the background, moving people with the elevator.
Oh,
That's what I
That's how
did
you-
yesterday, and it was a decent day.
That's how you get VIPs.
I played for like 3 hours yesterday, and I realized at a certain point, like after the first hour, like there was no more adverts to watch for money. There was no more anything.
Oh,
It was just,
Eric's watching ads for money.
of course,
No.
That's probably how
Ugh.
Excel's got all of her really fancy stuff.
That's true.
it's $20 for
Stuff
30
like that.
seconds. I'll take it.
I
That's it,
wish
that's
You
all.
get
that
20
we
bucks by the
could
little
watch
challenges.
ads for bits on Twitch.
I know, right?
Ah, that would be so good.
But it gives me a chance to put the phone down and just let the ad play. I do something else, and I come back, and there's 20. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Chris
It's-
Man used to give like an entire dollar's worth of bits per stream purely from watching ads while he was watching.
Yeah, but it's the same then that the Twitch has things Twitch RPG where you can like it used to be then you got a survey and then you could earn like bits by doing the surveys,
Yeah.
but it's been under maintenance for the last
I
6
would
months.
do that,
There's a load
honestly.
of mimes loose in the building.
I mean, it is better than charging you for that stuff, right?
Yeah,
Well, I
but
noticed
it's a good way for people to support
mean-
without using the money if they don't have them.
And it's by
Yeah.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would 100% do it if I could get bits out of it.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so. And I would feel different about the ads too, because now I'm just annoyed at them.
Yeah. At least spend-
But if I actually got something from paying attention to it, then it would be different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I see like the revenue that even comes in for me, and it's like, okay, over the month that you've been streaming like virtually every day, here's like 12 cents, and you're like, really?
Mm.
Like you have like a grand total of people waiting around for like probably maybe 12 minutes over the month, and it's like,
Pissing off all them people for nothing.
yeah, and it's just like chump change. I'm like, this, like, who cares? I mean, if it was like, say, like the equivalent of like 1 bit per second kind of thing, or
Yeah.
something like that,
Oh,
I don't know.
You'd happily watch a 25-second ad if you got 25 bits to spend, right?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
That was just fuck out of that.
the level of engagement on ads would go through the ceiling. I think Mindright still uses it, but I don't think Sothan knows it exists. Except certain American people that we.
Has anyone got
watching
any
on
more
record.
food?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys check. I know, like, on desktop when Sothan goes live and stuff, like, it doesn't show anything for his, like, picture.
Don't eat that sand. Come on.
But if you check on mobile, Sothan's logo is always, like, someone else's picture.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got that. On the Xbox, it does that. So, like, if Carnage or somebody, or if Siddles is live, it'll show Sothan underneath him with Siddles' picture.
Yeah, like, I had, honestly, like, I actually had Sothan is live, but, like, it was a picture that Estelle sent me in a DM, and I was like, wait, what the hell?
What?
Taking random pictures.
And then, like, another last night specifically, it was Chris Man's picture.
I like the idea that Twitch is so confident that it's not possible to have no profile image, that it's like all the apps and everything just aren't built for that to be a possibility because it isn't a possibility. Yet Sothan's managed to do it, managed to break
How did he
Twitch.
do it?
I mean, of all people to do it, Sultan would be my first guess.
Yeah. He had that display image since we met him in 2015. He's always had that image. But he's lost it on his PC, you see. So when he changed his name, somehow it didn't bring that image over with him, so it's just... If you change back to Aya Kamiki, it might reappear.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, yeah, broken image
It's so
link.
weird that he's not Aya Kamiki anymore.
Yeah. To be honest, I appreciate it, though, because it's... When
no, it
you're...
makes things different,
Yeah.
easier for the Doomhaus, right? But it's still very, very weird that he's
It's
not.
odd to see it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like streamlined.
It's a bit awkward to try and to constantly refer to somebody as one thing and them actually be another. You know what I mean? Like, Aya Kamiki's talking and we say, hello, Sothan, and new people must think, what the fuck is...
People who are not familiar with Sultan will go like, who?
Yeah.
No one with that name came in.
This is coming from Doomhaus Gaming, by the way.
I know, right? I mean, there's an explanation
And your
behind it.
likeness.
Yeah, and still...
It's like,
Yeah, you have 3 names.
That's true.
Eric, have you got some fuel with you?
do I have what?
Fuel.
I sure do, but I'm nowhere near you. Oh, I am near you. Okay, yeah, come on. I'll wait right here.
Stubby, you can't come to my wax museum then, by the way.
Whoa, why?
It's a great wax.
You don't want to be friends. So, you're not allowed.
Why would I want to know the history of wax?
Charles?
I
I'm guessing you
like
caught up. I'm
waxing,
guessing you caught up with me while I was
hair wax.
needlessly climbing that mountain.
It's a museum of the history of removing hair from your back patio.
No, I just thought it was like a waxing salon or something, and then I heard the museum. I was just like, that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
I got some cars. Cars and buses.
I'm really confused by this ocean. I don't know how I've done this. It was perfectly flat when I started.
I can see the water level's actually lower than...
Yep.
Oh, I got a unicorn.
You're a unicorn.
Jesus,
Thank
Derek.
you.
So I should try and fix it, Koala.
Shotgun Messiah? Yes,
Give it a
please.
go.
Okay. Rest in peace, this island is gonna sink.
So the next blood moon is 42, right?
Yes.
This is just a game of who knows their 7 times table best.
It is really.
I'm
So I don't
out.
want to play Cyberpunk because I don't really know my 2077 times table.
Oh shit, it's nighttime. Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care. This game can beat my ass.
Whoa.
Break.
How do I join?
Okay.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, come on.
Who doesn't eat your ass?
A good old spoonful of Eric.
Oh, you've nearly actually fixed it, okay.
I think it's working. Depends on this next block.
I don't believe that you fixed it, but I don't want to be proved wrong, so I'm not gonna come there.
Is there an upstairs here? Like, what the hell is this?
Huh. I mean, the water's a little bit lumpy here, but we'll just pretend it isn't.
I mean, we're not drowning when you walk across the island, so it's a big improvement.
You know, even I don't know this, but I wonder if Kitten Caboodles brought Lump with her.
Oh,
She
yeah.
did not. She wanted to, but she couldn't.
Did she just move over herself?
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight to North Yorkshire. What a choice.
Who would want to do that? Oh,
You forgot to say shit in that sentence, Tablet?
What a choice, shit. I don't get it. I've got an idea for a base.
is it buttery and
I
biscuity?
thought that was what you were working on.
Background effects.
We're getting the island ready to build upon, but I don't, like, I'm wondering. I'm trying to think of an idea that's got the spinning blades in full effect. I wonder if we made a base on big legs. I know, Augur, don't get me wrong, raised houses are gay, but I'm wondering whether
Raised houses are gay!
Yes, that raised houses are dangerous. Shop tower?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it would be like that. By the way, that is a reference to something very specific. That's not just me using gay as a pejorative. So when
Don't
we had
think anyone thought you were.
Hey, here's my house. Oh, gay.
Seems like this place had a temperature of 1 crate in there.
Remote Head joined into the stream, and he's because Remote Head thinks he's better than everybody. Not Road
It's
Head,
remote head.
Remote
I
Head.
It's
always get
always
it too
remote
mixed up.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tags, like, that was pretty shit.
I mean, it was a
Slop-
level 5 steel spear, but
Oh, who cares? I bet you it was like a level 2.
it's level 5.
Ah, still,
Slop-
fuck it.
Slops built this good-looking house, and everybody was complimenting him on it. But Remote Head didn't like that because obviously he has to be the best at everything in every discussion. So he said it's widely known that raised houses in Minecraft now are gay, and he meant it.
Ah,
That is such a like. Imagine saying that and not being sarcastic.
No, right? That's Remote Head in a nutshell.
I think
Is
I
that
might have
someone
I might have sort of driven him out of the Slops Minecraft streams by knowing more than him.
Oh, we don't like that. That's his one
But-
week.
Does he come into Doomhaus sometimes?
No, he tried.
Yeah, right. It's just, I think I've seen the name, but
There's two people. There's one that's like this,
okay.
and one that's like this. You've probably seen the
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah.
The latter is good.
He's a nice guy from
Okay.
Rhode Island of all places. Yeah, no, Remote had, he tried coming in the stream once. I can't remember what he was playing. I think Moria bought him a sub, and he like immediately popped up. So obviously got the notification and came into the stream. And I think he, in the usual Remote Ed fashion, I think he tried to tell me what to do on. I don't remember what game it was we were playing. I think it might have been
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
That's incredible because that's the best way to piss off not just you but the entire stream. is going to be like, no, 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 no. That's not why we're here.
The second he did it, we just went full Doomhaus mode and just did like major stunts all over him, and he got angry, and we'd never seen him again.
see, that's the funny thing about the streams that you do too, is because like 90% of the people there, or 95 even, is all people who are just already part of the community.
Yeah.
So like if somebody new comes in, it's not like they're gonna impress anybody. We're just like, yeah, no, we don't do that
Yeah,
here.
exactly. That Skyrim stream today, I loved that. I don't know what it was about that last sort of 40 minutes where we was discussing the sort of in-game politics or something. That was so cool. Just the ability to sort of explore that without even moving.
Yeah, there was no sticking to your guns. You had to really figure it out. There was no
Yeah.
real home base because it's a game. It's not like you were really born anywhere.
No, exactly. But it meant that the decision could be made as not only a human sat in front of a PC, but also a part of a group, and more importantly, as a non-human in the world. Like being able to make that decision based on all them factors, most of which are game related. I just found that really cool.
Yeah.
But
But it
still
was.
haven't fucking decided.
But the thing is, it wasn't just how can we screw it from like for Stopper.
Yeah, exactly. I think removing that option, because the Witcher 1 playthrough, everybody just picked it'd be funny to pick the evil side, and then I just had to go with it because everybody picked it, and I don't think anybody was happy with it in the end.
I just picked one of them.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it should always the choice come down to and we just advise
Discuss it.
our opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
advising is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Well, in the level 6 pump shotgun I found, there's less.
Like
than
it's
this.
in the end, we're just the other people on the couch, and you're the one with the controller. And
Yeah.
we can scream as much as we want to go one way, but if you rather go another way, then you go another way.
I think the
We
idea
get
that
three more.
yeah, the good idea is if I make the final decision by exploring something, a decision that big, by exploring it for a long time vocally, and then letting people say their piece, and then making an informed decision at the end.
So, two things I'll say on that note. One, imagine picking a political party based upon, rational thought. Isn't that crazy?
I know, right? We kind of upended the entire political system
You
by
do?
But,
thinking about it.
well,
yeah.
thinking on it, yeah, but at least you're thinking on it. You're not just like, oh, no, these are my guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But the second one I wanted to say was that I do have my own reserved opinions. And if you don't pick the way that I'm hoping, I'm seeing it as a heel turn.
I like
Also
that.
kill time.
It's when you go from being, when you're
A good
walking,
guy to a bad guy.
Oh,
when you
oh,
turn
yeah,
180
definitely.
on your heel and walk in the opposite direction. But
Yeah,
in
no, I'm
wrestling,
gonna quit the Doomhaus if Tablet doesn't pick you know which side I support.
but I think I agree. As much as I don't like the idea of a totalitarian sort of government option, it's better than being racist, right?
Well, now you're just assuming what I think.
No, well, I'm confirming what I know Augur thinks.
No, I think when it comes to Skyrim, like, just to be transparent, I think of the Stormcloaks as being the good guys, just because that's the land it's set in and everything.
Yeah,
But,
but that's the thing. That's the one thing that is. I think it's very, very expertly made because it feels like everybody. Why would you not side with the plucky hero? It's like siding with the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars. Everybody's going to side with the Rebel Alliance until you realise that one of them hates foreigners, and all of a sudden you think, "Oh God, what?"
Well, yeah, and you
But
you could be
Gotta say,
thinking.
Eric,
Sorry, go ahead.
we can't be friends anymore.
Oh. No, I was gonna say though that yeah, even with Star Wars though as well, you can kind of think like, oh yeah, they have the big Death Star and they blew up a planet. Ooh, evil people. But it's like, have we ever looked into why they were doing these things?
I guess that's what the prequels are, right?
But
Well,
it's,
yeah, but that's just like Anakin lost his mom and got angry. Like,
Yeah.
Nine
It's
hours.
thrown
later.
all the
Oh.
people.
The prequels suck, don't get me wrong, but
no.
Never seen them.
Good. Don't. Except for the first
Oh,
one.
I
Darth
won't.
Maul's pretty badass.
he is actually. There's good shit in them films. Them three. Like Ewan McGregor is amazing in those films.
Ewan McGregor, yeah.
but it's the same in a lot of it's the same with Harry Potter, why you have the Slytherin house and they're all evil, and then you figure it out. No,
Yeah.
there's
Have Mina and Koala thrown all the
There's
snowballs
way
away?
more to it than that.
yeah. I think it was one of the few.
I am
that-
currently holding 500 of them.
Wait,
I can't turn those into water to make food, can I?
was there actually a point since the start of Harry Potter for Slytherin to be evil? Like,
I don't.
I never saw it like that until like
know.
maybe the last one
You
with the
have
movies.
Malfoy, that's the evil one. You have Ron saying only like all evil wizards come from Slytherin. You have Snape, that's supposedly the bad guy because of
All right, so yeah, but when you,
Snape is just the biggest fall guy ever.
when you think about Snape as well, though, like I mean, I've at least watched the movies, and when you see his backstory with how like he kind of liked Harry's mom and stuff and all that, you really feel bad for Snape, and you're like, Harry's dad is a fucking piece of shit.
yeah.
He is a cunt.
But it's quite funny because like you usually like feel like you're one of the houses when you're a
Thank you, Koala.
Potterhead,
Yeah.
and I quite quickly fell into the Slytherin house. So, but then again, I quite like relatively early started getting annoyed with Dumbledore. So I think I was kind of, yeah.
I've never liked conflict, so I'm actually the type of guy who said like, yeah, fuck y'all, I'm Ravenclaw. There's nothing bad about us. We're just there. All right, I'm gonna have to be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pee right back too.
It's maybe not a bad shout while it's night time, actually. Oh god, I've crashed.
You are really good at that stuff.
I was tapped out and then I tapped back in, and all of a sudden I was going 300 mile an hour towards the floor. Come back to get a drink.
On a Thursday.
Who put them cars on that roof?
Not me. Could
Right,
you
what
grab
did I...
a torch or two while you're there, Stubbler?
Yeah.
Race torches are gay though.
Raised torches are pretty good. Where would torches be? It might be something we have to make.
Yeah, I don't think we've really used torches in a while.
I mean, grab an entire generator if you want to, but
I didn't mean to make it back here. The hell?
How much more dirt is there?
there's always more, Olga. There's always more.
I hate that some of the stone looks just like the dirt as well, so I don't know when to use a shovel or
Yep.
a pickaxe.
And
Just see the
sometimes
stone
you
with a
switch to the
shovel.
pickaxe and then it's dirt again.
Yeah.
One of the generators just run out of fuel.
Funny you should say that. Sorry. I'm just going back on what was just mentioned. Playing a lot of Minecraft. I'd be digging in, in a mine, and like I just come across like a thing of dirt, and I'm like, yeah, I got a shovel on me, but guess what? Dirt, pickaxe.
Poor
Eric.
I'm just like,
monster.
yeah, I'm just like, fuck you.
I know someone who would be very pissed at you.
Ooh, slops, Texlock.
No, one of the stops viewers.
Remote?
Actually, no. It was this guy who came into Slopstream. I think he stole the story before, but
Oh yeah.
and got really pissed at Slops because he wasn't using a pickaxe to dig dirt, not dirt, stone.
Shovel, dig dirt.
Anyway, he wasn't using a tool because he wanted to like hold the block in his hand and immediately place stuff where he dug it because he was working on a spawn or something.
Oh.
So this guy got really pissed off that he wasn't using a tool.
Christ.
I'm too fucking bad. Well, because
Might
I
have been somebody with OCD or something, and it was really, really triggering them. You don't know, I guess.
well, I'm
I
already
just make a joke about
Shitted.
because he was punching a wood block and he had 2 axes in his toolbar.
Well, for me, my thinking is like, okay, like I've dug through like I don't know, like 78 pieces of stone, and here's like 2 pieces of dirt, and I'm just like, yeah, no, fuck you. Like I'm just gonna keep going. Just push through, and it's gonna be stone again. I'm not gonna go and change. Like, screw this. That's 2 seconds of my time.
Do we have animal fat anywhere in the base?
No, because I got to
Well,
turn it into steak and potato meals.
Oh. Okay. Koala, as to the torches, it may not be an option.
There genuinely will be a spare generator.
You want me to
and
bring a
some
generator in?
engines and probably some lights in the mechanical chest.
Right, what do you need? Headlights?
No, it's
Oh.
like crafted lights.
Industrial light bulbs. I'll bring them.
Yeah, those are one.
Oh
You got a
yeah.
wired.
Yeah, I've always got a wire tool on me.
So I'll bring an engine, a generator bank, and some
Requested.
lights.
And some fuel, please.
Some fuel. Roger that.
Oh, shutting me just came on.
Might want a
Banger.
couple engines.
Oh yeah. By the way, Koala, there's been a lot of changes to that first house. So if you want to finish your house sometime, let me know.
Yeah, I just never know when you guys are playing.
I just wing
So-
it. I just fire it up at night. So whatever.
Let me know when you're on, because I'm usually awake. But if the servers, whenever I try and go on, the server's down. So
Okay, yeah. Because I've already built like a second story to the old house.
Do you guys have a proper server, or are you just locally hosting it?
It's a proper
Eric's
server,
got a
but
proper
it's
server.
something that I just need to like turn on before I start the game. Website
can we
called.
turned on it
It's a
both
wo-
times?
You can, yeah.
it's a free one.
Yeah, I can turn it on whenever, and as long as somebody's in there, I'll be fine.
I mean, at the moment I do have a server I could borrow you for some time. Don't know when I'll need it.
Well,
I don't know how you would transfer the world though, so.
I mean, it's not that inconvenient to just.
no, I just literally need to turn it on. It's just if nobody's playing for like say 5 minutes, it just turns off. So that's all it is.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a website called like Atranos, I think.
Eternos.
Turnos.
Sounds
It's
familiar.
not for when?
Yeah, no.
Soon.
Soon. Ugh.
By the way, if we play WoW, I'm probably either going to be a mage because I would love to do that, or
Yes.
Eric, yes.
or like some kind of a dwarven gnome or something.
No mage, Eric. Yes. I can see it now.
Beautiful.
Eric
I'm
the
going to be
walking
really
stick.
conflicted over whether to join the alliance with you guys or go horde.
Eric
Oh,
the walking
koala.
stereo.
Hold all the way, Koala.
Betrayal.
Whoa.
You all started me on horde. This is you
Yeah.
guys' fault.
I think I'd want to go
Oh,
balls deep on
crap.
magic.
I'm gonna start where you are, but I definitely prefer the hot side.
Me
I
and
mean,
Biden
honestly-
go off and make our own guild.
Yeah.
Koala,
There's
hold
no
all the
reason
way.
compared to Torrens on the Alliance side.
Wait, so Santa, you play WoW as well?
I used to like years ago.
Oh, Santa's in here. Hi, Santa.
Hold all the way.
Hi,
Eric.
Santa.
Hi, Olga.
Hi, Santa.
I love you,
No,
Santa.
if I lined up the amount of people in the everybody in the Doomhaus, and put somebody and had to rank them of in likelihood that they've played WoW in the past, I think you'd be at the very, very bottom. Sander. Yeah, here he comes, giving it some for the horde. I'm all about it.
Santa's the type of guy that you'd expect to play like just FIFA and like NFL.
I think you're doing him a disservice there.
It's only just because like he works out, so it's just that like generalized like basic mindset where you're just like, yeah, one track.
Olga, we've broken a tree.
I used to be a Death Knight to have, you know.
Whoa, definitely.
Where?
Up.
Is it
Aren't
funny
they
that
called
the closer
hardware
we get
nights
to
on it?
Christmas, the more I want to tell Santa what my Christmas wish are?
There's no tree,
Oh my
Koala.
god,
Sit on
Mikey,
his
I've
feet.
been
What do you
wanting
mean
to
there's no
say
tree?
Santa
There's a
baby
tree
at
there.
him all
You what?
There is no tree,
several
Koala.
months now.
What?
Yeah.
Why can't I hit this tree? Oh,
Holy shit! What did you just
I feel like I
Stumbler?
must resist this.
What the
I just
hell?
heard the sound and then some leaves came out of the air and flew down.
there's another one here as well. Can you guys
Do it
not
again.
see a tree up here?
No, we can't. We cut all the
Wait.
trees down.
What the? Koala's just spawning trees out of midair.
Koala.
Also, the sea is broken again.
And trees out of her ass.
Koala on the floor. Don't know if you can
Is
see
that-
this.
Yeah, I can.
Ogre just fell in the sea.
There's a door in the sea, Stubbler. Look, there's a hole in it.
A door in the sea.
Look, like right down here, there's a hole
Oh,
in
a
the
gap.
sea.
Hole in the sea.
It
That
is, it's
tomorrow's
like,
stream title we called that.
it's like fucking
Is-
Caroline.
Is there anywhere good to put this generator bank, or?
The thing is, this entire lower area, I'm going to be building a base on.
Okay.
So
Scotland just won it.
maybe closer to the slope would be a good place to start. If Scotland won,
Yeah, they qualified. Yeah.
Hey.
Huh?
Nice. Congratulations.
pretty good.
I thought I could do Cyril screaming as well.
Oh, that's what that is.
I thought that was
There's
the
the hum.
Drits.
I miss listen
Either that or Bybeats released them.
What?
Yeah, there he's yelling, fucking yay, 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 yay.
That's happy Scottish noises. Translated.
Screams
Stubbler.
and joy in Scottish.
He's
Did
got
you say
that
exactly that?
diehard quote completely wrong.
No, I didn't. I was just thanking you for the translation. What's wrong with that?
Alright.
Keeper makes a save, then just watches the ref to see if he's going to make him retake it, and just goes nuts when he doesn't.
Oh, they're stormtroopers. I gotta eliminate them.
Oh yeah, check towers, everybody. Check towers.
Yeah.
Tower check.
I gotta restock some places. God.
We're gonna have a lot of sand and dirt after this.
The doctor said I need to get in better shape. Do you have a spare treadmill I can borrow? The fuck? Vicky Fleming.
Oh, that's what the
okay?
witch doctor said.
Yeah. Stupid doctor. It was an
Yes,
ear
they have
infection. He recommended a
consulted.
treadmill.
I just got a pet goat. Help me find some more hay. Can you
Don't
have
say
a
it.
pet goat in this building?
I got a pet platypus.
You've got stubble in your
Congratulations.
building, Koala.
Shut up!
We haven't because he's being secretive and a bastard.
You're not coming to my tower,
I
everybody.
mean,
Fuck
if you won't be anymore now that we found out about the goat.
off. I've got
We
a
don't
goat,
want-
but it's in the wedding
We-
chapel.
You are.
Has anyone
Whoa!
got the koala pet yet? Because I really need this koala pet.
So
Can you trade pets and stuff?
I think I have
If
a
you
koala
visit
pet.
her while you have the pet active, then you'll get the pet. This is why you need friends, Stubborn.
No, I don't want.
That's
no,
a lie.
leave me alone.
Lies.
Is that koala screaming her head off like she's not on it, man?
no, I haven't got a koala yet. Got a crocodile.
I got a polar
Yeah, I
bear
got
and a
one.
panda bear for sure.
Was it Estelle maybe who said she had a koala?
She might.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Sweat Lord.
Brag about it.
Oh no, that's a doctor pet. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so I've got all these.
Yeah, we just
Apart
have to
from
still
the
buy them.
VIP ones.
You have to pay $10 to like give it to one of your citizens. Or whatever.
Oh,
But,
okay. Well, I'm
But
not
you
having any
unlock-
friends.
We don't want to be your
Stubler.
friend. No way.
koala.
She makes a pretty compelling argument, to be honest.
I'm a very private person. Leave me alone.
Give us your code.
what
We
your
want to
private?
see your 39 levels or whatever it is.
Ugh.
Somebody broke one of my stairs.
Yeah, Eric, I did see that, and I tried to craft a new one, but I have no idea how.
Oh, you have to have the perk that says I'm not a big bitch.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Oh my god.
It
Got
just
him.
comes out of nowhere.
Fucking Darren Welsh. Where's he got? Oh, he's there. Sorry.
There's no way to talk about. Wait, no, Santa's in the call.
So I put a chest down, and I'm guessing it's gone now.
Oh, I've got all the contents of it, Eric. It was just full of. Yeah, I've got everything in my inventory currently that was in that chest.
Oh, you suck because it came here with a bunch of stuff I was gonna drop off.
Oh, you can build another one. Everything that's not currently being worked on is permanent now. But then it
Oh,
might get moved
scrub that.
again.
You're lucky I have enough wood to do that.
Put it over by the generator, then it's probably safe for a little bit longer.
Okay. I'll put it up on.
Faith in your wood, Eric.
I'll put it at the top of the hill.
I keep changing the shirt colour of all the bitizens to match their job title. Their specialisation, shall we say. And then the second they get a job, I change their fucking shirt colour to whatever costume, and it's pointless, but I can't stop.
Can't stop and living in a
I'm sure the
shindig.
female mines, they've all got like hats to match their uniforms, but all their uniforms are pink, and it's taking way too long.
I was going to say, what if, like, when somebody turns up and says, I'm looking for X person, I know exactly where to find them based on their costume. Like, if everybody's pink, is that not an absolute nightmare trying to find
No, 'cause
specifically?
they've all got like the diner workers have like the visors that like McDonald's workers wear and stuff like that. So it
So
is
it's getting there.
also themed. And then when I've got actual costumes that fit, I'll probably just use them instead. But I don't really have costumes at the moment.
Roger. 1.1 million per floor going forward, but
Jeez.
Get alive.
no, I
You
refuse.
tell him by beat.
I think your wife takes care of many lives in his tiny tower.
Absolutely. Let me have a look. 75 of the bastard lives. Also, we're in lockdown. Getting a life means just playing something else.
Red Dead Redemption.
Whoa.
I've got a new life, and by that I mean I've started playing the Kim Kardashian game again.
Yes. That's actually meant to be a really good clicker game, right?
There's a Kim
It's
Kardashian
not
game.
a clever game. It's one
There
of
was
those
a-
ones where you've got like energy, but it's quite good.
Yeah, there was meant to be a Kim Kardashian mobile game, which is surprisingly a very good example of one of those.
It's a good game, yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? There was another one as well, one of them mobile games. It was like, I don't know if it was Wiz Khalifa's Weed Simulator or something, which sounds ridiculous, but it was supposed to be really good. Bit like the Breadleys. They aimed to make something which is probably going to be shit, but accidentally made something brilliant.
I'm checking for those every time I go into Asda.
I've got a strong suspicion that they're not coming out this year. And if that's the case, I'm going to live in the sea.
See you later.
See you later, he says. What, this guy?
Oh, that's a water joke.
Did you wave as you said that, Mikey?
I did, yeah. Honestly, Olga, I don't know what I'm getting into Seance.
Those jokes were so weird because we were playing Portal 2 co-op and you were making Sea of Thieves jokes at us.
Yeah.
You were in the Sea of Thieves
What
channel,
the
Mina.
fuck? Yeah, I know.
I did that to Mina when I went in. I was like, "Are you in the wrong channel?" And she was like, "Oh, just stay in this one." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but like there's no better choice. Like
Oh, we're
I
just
mean,
gonna
we
go
could,
general?
we
general.
could do general, or we could do Sultan's cabin.
Sultan's cabin.
It doesn't go
Most
into
I
general
can
chat.
recommend.
Yeah, but if we chose Sultan's cabin, there was a strong likelihood that Sheldon would show up at some point. And
Screaming.
True. Derek came in, screamed at us, and left.
yeah.
Oh,
You
last
are
night,
free
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
magpie if you'd like to. Holy fuck, there's only 30 minutes of this session left.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if you guys were talking about something serious or not, so I just came in and went and left.
Just in
It's
case,
not important.
just in case they were talking
I
about
was gonna
something.
say, yeah.
Well, because it was just two people talking in the channel, and there was like no video being streamed, so I'm like, I don't know what's happening here.
Eric, next time just say, hey, can I watch? And then Juan and I will be like, yeah, sure.
Maybe next week I will have better internet and then I can stream it properly. Probably not, but I can dream.
I don't know.
Right.
Huh.
So what I think I'm going to do is build a big blood moon contraption down there that I have a slight idea for. But what I am going to need, get this, is a bunch of cobblestone, a bunch of concrete mix. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Good few
So,
thousand of
have
it
we
back.
talked about that before? I feel like that's a completely new concept.
Oh, now I get to walk home. Unless you're still help
Fuck
here.
off you and your concrete.
Fuck off you and your golf. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're
Aku,
about done here.
Oh,
until
holy
I
shit,
start
Eric, hello.
working.
you look stupid in that thing.
I flew away from the island for a joke. And okay with you. Let me help you get. Oh, I was gonna help you kill that zombie, but I just got late fishing it. Bye.
What do you nerd? Don't do that.
Do what?
Try and chop me up like minced meat.
Oh.
I just crippled myself. Damn it.
How do you do the thing where you actually swim?
Swimming sucks in this game. I
But
don't
there's
think
a
any of
way
us
you
worked it out.
Move your arms. I did it before, but I can't remember how.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why we were moving so slow? We were not swimming slowly.
That might be the answer. we just we're not been pressing
There
the
is
right
a way
button.
you can actually swim instead of just walking in the water.
Shift, maybe.
No, it's not shift.
Nope, shift just made me sink to the bottom of the ocean.
No, shift makes you go faster.
So
I
shift this down.
I don't know if it's like Minecraft rules though. Alright, C is definitely crouch. As expected.
Fuck you and your golf.
That's
You watched that on the best. Oh no, you watched early best ofs, right? Last night.
Yeah.
Fucking shyly, honestly. That one golf appearance is must have. I wonder what the hell that music was then.
Yeah, that was really.
Seemed loud and out of place all of a sudden.
That was creepy.
Maybe I should have that as an alarm on my phone for 4 a.m. as well.
Tony Siddles has actually watched Train Spotting and he knows what scene he's referencing there. A part of me thinks he's maybe just looked up something that says it's great being Scottish on it and doesn't really understand where it's come from.
Fuck.
It's one of the most anti-Scottish scenes in television history. Fuck it, I'm going to bite. Oh fuck! I forgot I was flying gyrocopter at the time. Survived.
That was great.
All I heard was a sputtering sound from the game as the engine slowly died.
Is that wheel sticking out? Sticking out of a rock here.
I thought it was. I was going to say who's Will.
Yeah, I realized that didn't quite sound right.
Say sheep.
Ah, no.
Say all right. Say this word.
Wheel.
Say this word.
Wheel.
Say this word.
Wheel.
Poor Orpheus is getting bullied
You're
now.
all being mean to poor Olga.
Yeah.
That's what he's here for.
I don't get. Okay, right. What's the
doing
difference
well.
between an Y and double E in English?
Not a great deal, to be fair.
Exactly.
You're not doing it wrong. It's just funny to make you say stuff.
I think it sounds perfectly fine. Olga.
Thank you. Though I don't know. I'm not sure about nice vibe. You know.
I can tell you, you sound like the same whatever you're trying to say, and Stoplight's a really, really bad flyer that's trying to ruin what Sultan's been building. But that
You saw
wouldn't make
Sothan at the
sense.
end of the last session, right?
Yeah.
Trying to
But
reverse it.
people-
That's true.
That's different.
I mean,
But
I
Sultan's
mean,
an
he did
animal.
knock up 2 more in
normally
that
I would
first session.
say that you can't say bad stuff about Sultan, but he actively messes with my chest when I'm not around, so.
Kinky.
Hey!
Jesus.
You guys are terrible.
That's a proper kinky. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Are you terrible, Mikey?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
Oh,
Nah, not Mikey.
so,
I take it back.
exactly. And
I
since you
spontaneously
said it
started deleting-
about both me and Mikey, I can't be terrible either. So
Yeah, that's true.
Who bullied Mikey?
It was
Mina.
not me.
Who didn't?
It was not me.
It was Augie.
Yeah, it was
No.
Orpheus. I
Oh,
saw
it's all
Orpheus
lies.
then. I saw Orpheus then.
I tripped.
Into a vent.
Yes.
Sorry, I shouldn't leave those open. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Ratchet is good for disassembling cars, right?
You are.
Like better than a wrench. Right?
You are.
Depends on the ratchet and the wrench.
Level 6 Ratchet versus level 6 wrench.
Mikey B with a fucking black and pink Rangers. Shit, son.
I think that's the only two I've got.
I've got the green, blue, and yellow.
I've only got the yellow.
Trini. Rest in
Got
peace,
Rangers?
Trina. Yeah, Power Rangers.
Ah, sorry. I thought you had normal Rangers. No, not interesting power ones.
I did unlock the French maid costume though, so
Yeah, I've got that as well.
Roko, regular Rangers.
I can't tell the switches between talking about like 7 days and tiny towers. It's very confusing.
Roko, regular Rangers. Na, na, na. Let's see, average, Morphin, regular Ranger.
Yeah, just the black and the pink ones are mine.
Well, you know what they say, one in the pink, two in the... That doesn't work.
Yes?
Keep going.
Hello?
You know?
Hi. Who are you?
I'm that guy they kept trying to stop.
I think you need to get over it.
Did whoever was blast off the
just
island?
did, Mina.
first turn off
What do you mean?
lights?
I'm never home when you start streaming that game. It's so unfair, and Trim's the same.
Trim's gonna stream tomorrow, by the way, I think. Or
I think
Yeah.
he is too. I think he's streaming it just before golf.
right, so Trim. Let me tell you about Trim. So yesterday, I was in his Footy Manager stream, and he says, "When are you next streaming over it?" I'm like, "When are you?" And he tells me Friday, and I said, "Then I'll go Thursday because I know he wants to see it." Then I stream it today, which I said I would, and then he's not there. He's playing Footy Manager. Fucking bastard.
Typical
think
Trim.
I think he's a bit addicted.
It is.
There wasn't much to see, Mina, so don't worry.
I only stream it today because
Well,
Don't spoil it for me because I'm gonna watch the VOD.
see, I've known Trim for about
Yes, of course.
2.5 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And in that time, the one thing I've learned about him is that he's a bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
True.
Absolutely, that's true.
Fair, yeah.
I mean, I love him. He's a sweetheart.
Mistake.
We get along. I'd kiss the man on the lips if I was given the opportunity, but he's a bitch.
What is it with Greens being obsessed with Trim?
It's the hair. It's the haircut.
Oh, look at me, koala.
No, it's the haircut, the clean-shaven face. Ooh, what is?
He looks like a baby, clean shaven.
Actually, you know what? I'll be honest. Trim is one of those guys that if he had a beard one day, you just kind of be like, yeah, no.
If he what, sorry?
If he had a beard.
He's gonna grow one.
That's it.
Remember.
I can't picture Trim with facial hair. It's just wrong.
He grows it though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
a-
grows it quite regularly.
Maybe a
not
little
like-
wispiness, but like I mean, like a bushy.
Yeah.
I've actually got a picture of him with a bushy beard.
Great big bushy. Go on.
Right, then I'll end it.
He when I picture Trim now, even though he looks like it for a week out of the 3 years we've known him, I just imagine him with blonde hair and that stupid fucking face in the thumbnail of one of the best ofs recently.
Oh god, it was the day after blondes.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have blonde hair anymore. That's right.
No.
He dragged Siddles into that world, and now Siddles is stuck alone.
I think Fiddle's dragged Trim into it, really.
Yeah.
So come on, man! I heard of this rapper named Eminem. Let's do this.
Come on, it's
I'm
2002.
sure
get
that's how
on
it
the road.
works.
There it is.
What's the red line about?
I don't know. It's Googled it, so.
God damn it!
There's that picture in there of Siddle, Slops and Trim at download playing football.
Oh, did you see? Like their avatars, both of them are so bad in the new, like in the 21.
Yeah, Siddle's got purple face.
He changed that. Then he was just orange, and he couldn't take himself being orange, so he's changed that as well. But it's just like Trim has a forehead that's like a 10-finger forehead or something.
Oh god, he has a 5 head.
Yeah. They're really, really
didn't
bad.
Did we have a long discussion about 5-head question? I think I had that at some point.
Yeah, 5 head is when you have a 4 head, but it's really big.
It's when you have 5 fingers. It's big.
Yeah, I know.
The crazy thing is when you have 6.
Stubborn's got that. That's why he wears a hat.
No, Stabler just have a like 10,000 finger because
all the way
it,
to the back.
it goes on, yeah. So
So I guess you saw a lot of hair last night when you were touching the best stuff.
yes, I kind of wanted to close my eyes, but the first couple ones were mostly you, so it felt a little stupid.
It's like somebody taped a wig to your back, Stubbler.
In my head, it's just this like during like around New Year's, all your hair just fell off, and now you're bald.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going with.
I know Stubbler's hair, but honestly, like when Stubbler's hair is like shaved, that's when I'm kind of like, this ain't right. There's something strange going on here.
That's what it was at the start of the year. It was grade 1 all over.
Yeah.
That was sheer
Yeah.
laziness.
Filled up all of the forges. You need to turn them on for them to do anything.
Yeah, there's slops and trim look at playing football. Don't
I know, I got what I needed out of them. I just didn't bother taking all the sand out.
But yeah, no, Stubbler, when your head is like completely shaved, I mean, talk about Ewan McGregor in Train Spotting.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa, a little short there, son. But I understand the practicality behind it 100%.
Absolutely.
I
As
mean-
soon as she learned how to make a haircut, it's been a lot easier to get it done from home.
God.
Usually it had to be that for the sake of saving money.
I've done that myself a couple of times this year. I would just take my clippers out and just do the sides and back and then just finger length the top. Okay, I'm stuck in this stupid fucking cavern. I guess I'm gonna have to pick up my bike and walk like a chump.
I flew all the way to the island to start concrete and realised I'd forgot cobblestone.
Look at me, I discovered flight.
I'm Sothan discovered it for us. Where's Sothan? It's taking test number 84 of November.
I was literally watching a video last night about the healthiness of procrastination and giving yourself a break on not studying. And I was just like watching it, and I was just like, Sothan needs to see this.
Alright. I need people to confess here. Who's got my paint?
Oh, building materials.
There it is. Thank you.
I've got more on me.
It's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna remit something. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna paint.
If I could, I would paint the orange tapestry. Wallpaper, yeah.
W, you're barely about to make it back with that fuel, by the way.
Alright, I'm gonna fall in these spikes, watch.
What's a market, guys?
We could drive again.
Morkit. Market.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
How did this happen in the first place?
I don't know. It definitely said market last time I saw it.
It
I
said
mean,
murder.
It said murder last time I saw it.
Yeah, but I changed that. And now I came back and I was like, yeah.
Also, stop landing on the market.
If it's market, let me
Stop
mark
landing on
it.
the market.
Put my
So
thing
you've
down
parked
and
outside,
force
Ogre.
it.
What?
So you've parked outside as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, get in the baby seat.
Oh, you bastard.
Get in the baby seat. It's your friggin' nigga flamp lamp.
Oh my god.
Photo of them all playing football that you've just posted there. There is someone in that photo that I have spoken to Siddles about, and he swears he does not know.
Is it
What?
Sam?
Yeah, it's in him.
What did you say, Carl?
Yeah, it's trim.
There's someone in that photo to Siddle swears he doesn't know.
Slops.
It's definitely Slops.
Alright, let's go to all the people that we know from that photo, shall we?
Siddles.
Yeah.
Can anybody truly know themselves?
I don't know me.
I don't know you either. How about I get to know you?
Ogre's not going to stop until he's had sex with everybody in the Doomhaus.
The bachelor.
Oh,
It's a valiant effort, let's be fair.
Augur, when
Get 3 quarters away, that I
you
guess, God.
Augur, when you come to Canada?
what? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, Eric. It's kind of far.
He's got a lot of plane tickets in his hand now. He's flicking through trying to find out what order
It's like
Canada is.
November 2022.
I got one here for what does it say here? Oh, November 11th, November 13th.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Eric, shave your head quick, he's coming.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll buy a pack of Trojans.
Stubby, you need to
What?
fill your.
Like a what?
Need to
Oh,
fill
shit,
your thing.
I mean, it still flies.
Fixed. I fixed it.
Eric, why?
Alright. I literally have nothing to do at this point, and the game's stopping in about 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna drop out.
I have more questions, but I don't think I'm getting answers.
About what? Trojans?
They're branded condoms.
Oh, okay.
Oh. That makes sense.
Walked into the fucking fence again.
Yeah, only sailors use condoms.
It's not even Augur this time.
Oh, it's a lady.
Oh, it's actually a zombie, okay.
Shout out to Chris, man, for being banned.